here.
Hey.
We are alive.
We are alive. We're alive. Congrats to us.
Yep.
We did it.
Again. Another week. Another beans. Ehsan, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I got this hat. This is my first episode with this hat.
Yep, you look like a fucking jackass.
Yeah.
And you guys should all see him. He looks ridiculous. He got a robe.
Absolutely
And
ridiculous.
a hat. He needs a pipe. And
I'm ready to solve mysteries in the English countryside.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
And you need a young girl. Young. Way too young.
Okay. Whoa.
Clearly.
Whoa.
Well, that's what you think. Who you think this guy dates?
Whoa.
An older woman?
Yeah.
No.
This guy's just chilling at home. What are you mad about this guy?
Fucking teenagers.
What? I mean, if they're 18, okay.
Hassan, we haven't done a podcast in a while.
We haven't. We haven't recorded one in a minute.
We've been gone, dog.
Yeah.
We've been busy. We've been gone.
We're actually on time.
We're on time. Mm-hmm. This will be current.
Yes, this will be current. If the Super Bowl was happening, we would have already told you. You know what I mean? There wouldn't have been 3 weeks of build-up.
No, this is current. Everything's happening right now. The All-Star game just happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regular shit's going on. Mm-hmm. But first, before we get into the reason y'all are here.
This week.
What's up, new Vancouver Beaners? But before we get into the fucking dope-ass episode that y'all came for. Hassan, tell us about last week's episode.
Due date. I watched it.
You watched it.
I watched it.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
Because that's the format.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but I did for you guys. Actually, I did want to. It was actually really funny.
It was a great movie, huh?
Yeah, it was a great movie. A lot of like really funny lines that just, it's harder to laugh out loud when you're watching it like by yourself. It's easy to laugh out loud when there's more people. You know what I mean? But this got me to just laugh out loud a bunch.
Bro, this just laugh out loud. This is a good ass comedy, dog. It's crazy. It's not like talked about more. It's like a great comedy.
I have a theory.
What?
I was thinking about that because I thought that is like it's because it's Todd Phillips too, who wasn't missing at that point.
He didn't miss with this.
Yeah, he didn't miss with this.
Killed the box office.
Right. And when we went to Ontario Improv, shout out to the Ontario Improv door guy who brought this up out of nowhere without knowing we did this episode about how it's an underrated comedy.
Yeah.
But the theory being is that the two main leads at around that time, not only were they in bigger shit, they were just in iconic stuff.
Iron Man and Hangover.
So like when you think of Robert Downey Jr. in this time, you're going to think of obviously the Marvel Universe.
Yep. And then let me tell you something. And when you don't think of the Marvel Universe, you think Tropic Thunder. Which was before this and already already a great like Tropic Thunder is already if a motherfucker said Tropic Thunder is the greatest comedy, his favorite comedy or the best comedy of all time.
Yeah.
There's an argument there.
There's an argument to be made.
That is one of the best comedies ever.
Yes.
And he just did that. And then he did Iron Man. Like around that time. So it's like Iron Man and that and then this comes out.
This is how hard Robert Downey Jr. killed it this last decade. I had to remind myself that he was Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, he murdered Sherlock Holmes.
He killed it this decade. And then Zach was in, again, one of those, if someone was to say it, I think The Hangover is the funniest movie of all time. There is an argument.
You have an argument.
I personally think the scene where Chang pops out of the hood and you see him for the first time is one of the funniest scenes of all time.
Yep.
Just completely unexpected. One of the most out of left field scenes I've ever seen.
Also, if we're talking about like one of just, the hardest, an actor killing a comedic role and blowing up from it.
Yeah,
we're talking
Zach
about
in that movie.
Zach in that movie and Tiffany and Girls Trip. I think are the only two things comparable to where a person went from, they're a person in Hollywood that's doing shit.
Yeah.
To the most famous person. Look at how famous Tiffany Haddish is now. That's all fucking Girls Trip, bro. Mm-hmm. She was in Keanu. She was in shit. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. He doing stand up just like Zach. Killing it. He had a special. Live at the Purple. It's a great special.
Right.
But this nigga went from that to A-list Jim Carrey famous. Zach Galifianakis can't go outside famous, fool. Tiffany Haddish can't go outside famous. It's crazy to kill a comedic role. Because it's also like, that's so rare. That shit don't happen no more, bro.
Well, it's been a while since we've had like a standout comedy, hasn't it?
Well, since someone stood out so much that took their career to the top.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish, I'd say, is the last one.
That's relatively recent, actually.
But since Zach, there hadn't been one.
Okay.
Where a comedian did that. Where a comedian went from, in one movie.
Yeah.
Went from a person to a household name in one movie. Like, bro, immediately after Girls Trip, she was Tiffany Haddish.
Right.
Immediately after Hangover, he was Zach Galifianakis. Like, you knew his name.
Right.
That shit's crazy.
It's nuts. And to the overall point is that's why
Due date.
Due date gets forgotten.
Because it didn't fail. It just gets forgotten.
It'd be like if Tiffany Haddish and Christian Bale did like a really cool
movie right now.
Right now. But then they went on to make more crazy movies, and it's like, well, it would get forgotten.
We just forgot about that movie. People would bring it up and be like, oh, that was a good ass comedy.
That is sometimes the curse of the comedy.
Yeah.
That is sometimes the curse of a comedy. There probably, you know what's crazy? There are probably so many movies like that happened in the 80s where it was a good comedy.
And did well.
And is genuinely very funny that just didn't make it into the culture or whatever.
Like how I know Coming to America.
Yes.
We all do.
Yes.
Even though it happened in the 80s, we still all know it.
Yes.
There's got to be a movie after Coming to America that was like, oh, that was a good-ass comedy.
Yeah. And if we watch it now, like, oh, this shit holds up. And we just don't know it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Movies are tough, man.
Yeah, tough. Because this was
tough.
Like you said, this was its memorability is almost hurt by the fact that those are the two main actors.
Yeah.
Over time. But like during the time, it's like, oh, I mean, these guys killed it. Like you couldn't have picked, that's the curse of this movie. You couldn't have picked two separate different actors.
Yep. Because the movie's not made if you don't have those two guys.
You need that Zach Galifianakis.
Jesus, can you say? Hold on, time out. Stop. Say his name.
Zach Galifianakis. Zach Galifianakis.
Fucking
Sorry, I'm just having a stroke. The hat has aged me.
Man, wait till y'all come back after the break and half his face ain't working.
So, Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
I forgot even the point I was making.
You fucking idiot. I just imagine listening to this. Imagine. I'm so sorry if you listen to this shit, dog.
Oh, the point is that these are the two actors best suited for these roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the irony being is that it made it less memorable in the future because of it. There's no way you could guess, you could see everything coming.
Yeah.
And just, I think that's the sort of curse of this movie, if you were to put it that way.
Also, the side characters in this movie are Jamie Foxx and Danny McBride. Like, it's like, bro, the fame factor
I'm going
crazy.
to fucking Chili's to hang with
my fucking boys.
Dude, that song is so funny.
Yeah,
that song is so funny.
Steals it. Did you like seeing Brody?
I did like seeing Brody.
He's in it.
Nice. He's funny.
He's funny. He's Brody funny. In it too.
No, it's like from the start, the side characters are funny.
Yeah.
From the start, I mean, Brody, what are you wearing? Armani Exchange.
And it's like, oh, that's so fucking
crazy. It was nice. It was nice seeing Brody. It was like, oh God.
Damn, bro. Zach Galifianakis was hooking my nigga up, fool. Mm-hmm. That's some love, bro. Because it's like, think about that. He got my nigga in Hangover, Hangover 2, Due Date,
and
Cut Out of Funny People.
Oh, God
man,
damn.
bro.
Fucking R.I.P. Brody. That's Due Date.
We'll be right back.
Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at @SpoilTheBeans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us on
Poston, Ehsan Ahmad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
Woo! Beaners! Unite!
Okay.
Stand up!
Okay. And fight!
Yo, we need a Beaners chant, dog. We'll get one going eventually. Mm-hmm. What's up, Beaners? We're back. You're back. You've probably only been gone half a second. But for us, it's been a little while.
Yep.
Ehsan, you want to announce any comedy dates?
This weekend we're in Tacoma,
Washington.
Wow.
Is that an improv? What is that? What club is that? You know? I don't know. Tacoma, whatever your comedy club is, we'll be there with Mr. Big Brown himself, Brendan Schaub. That is the 27th through the 29th. And then after that, a little week off for your boys. I need it. And then March 13th and 14th. 13th, I will be in Atlanta. We'll be in Atlanta, and the 14th we will be in New Orleans with Mr. Big Brown.
Brennan Chop.
Theaters. Chop. Doing theaters. Get those tickets. Those shows will sell out for sure. So get those tickets now. Ehsan, you want to say anything else?
Yes. We got a sponsor, guys. Beaners. Why are you spending your hard-earned cash on crap graphic design?
Yep. That's stupid.
That's dumb. You know who does great graphic design?
Who?
ChitoCon at ChitoCon. That's ChitoKan.
I know him. He sends me cool stuff on Instagram.
Yes, he is a beaner. So help get your graphic design from him. We're all about beaners helping other beaners out. All right.
This is a beaner helping beaners city, and also if they're Mexican, help them as well.
Yes. They need it now a lot. No, but honestly,
ChitoCon at ChitoCon on Instagram.
He does great graphics. If you've ever seen that Dangerous Brown poster that I post every once in a while, he made that. Dude, it is good. Follow him. Hit him up for your graphic design needs.
If you ever need a poster or anything cool, he'll hook you up.
He's got you.
Spell it one more time, Ehsan.
ChitoKan.
At ChitoCon on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hit him up, guys. Ehsan.
Yes.
Are we done? Is that all the things?
Yeah, that's all the things.
Oh, shout out Ian Amayo, one of our top beaners. Shout out to you, buddy. Also, Ehsan told me.
So Ian sent us a picture.
Top beaners.
This is another top beaner right here. He sent us a picture of Blu-rays of, I believe, The Gray and Phone Booth.
2 great episodes.
And he says he's listened to the episodes so many times that he's gonna watch the movies.
And when Ehsan told me that, I wanted.
Awesome.
It's awesome, Ian. It's awesome, but I want to tell you directly, my nigga, just watch some of these movies, okay? When it's like The Gray, I can't describe a plane crash, really. You know what I'm saying, dog? I really can't. I can't describe a wolf eating a human being. I could try, but you should watch it.
There's
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of visual effects you miss with Derek.
A lot of visual effects. I can't give you that. I can give you some dialogue. I can give you some songs.
And
I can give you some emotion. But I cannot give you Thor.
That's a good point.
Or Thanos.
And in most of the movies we do, the actors aren't black. So in terms of pure visualization, you got to watch it.
Yeah. Because you can't. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but Kate Winslet don't sound like this. So watch the actual Titanic movie, and then But thank you for watching my versions. Because some movies, definitely my version is way better.
Cat in the Hat. No need to watch that.
Yeah, listen to my version a bunch, and you'll see an awesome movie. Yeah. And then some movies, fucking watch the movie.
Yeah. And that's our new segment, Conversations with Ian Amayo.
Conversations with Ian Amayo and Beaners. If you ever want to have a conversation with me, send in some shit that makes me go, what the fuck are you talking about?
We love you, dude.
Oh, dude, we love all our Beaners. That's why we give you shit.
Yeah.
Just know. That's what this is about. Oh, my God. Guys, we got another episode coming at you hot. I'm excited for this one. I am excited.
Yes, he won't shut up about it.
I love this movie. But, God damn it. We got to do one more thing.
Always. One more thing.
We have to do one more thing before we get into the fucking episode. I'm sorry.
All right.
You ready?
What's the one more thing?
Real quick. I mean, just fast. Can you do it fast, though?
Okay.
Can you explain to me what you think happens in the motion picture?
Oh, this one's a motion picture, not one of those still pictures.
A Bronx Tale.
Huh. Well, that's my reaction to that. Bronx Tale. Fuck. I've heard of this. Definitely heard of this. Think it's either De Niro or Jackie Chan. One of the two. Because I know, wasn't Jackie Chan in a movie? I think that's Rumble in the Bronx. I think that's a different thing. I'm going to go with De Niro. I think this is the De Niro one. Because if I had to pick Rumble the Bronx and Jackie Chan, Bronx Tale is De Niro. That's how I would like, if I was playing Price is Right and that was the game, that's how I'd put the placards.
Just keep going. You fucking idiot. Oh my God. I asked you what you think happens in a Bronx Tale. Yeah. You immediately started talking about Jackie Chan. Nigga, what is wrong with you? You need to talk to somebody.
I may have gotten a little sidetracked. Okay.
Or a stroke.
Yeah, that happened a while ago. So
what happens in a Bronx Tale? Okay, I'm talking about Jackie Chan.
It's De Niro. It's not Jackie Chan, guys. We've worked through that. All right, so it's De Niro. Fuck. It's probably some mobster movies. So incoming Italian racism.
Oh, God.
So De Niro, this dirty wop.
going.
He's he's the son of an Italian mobster man. It's him, mafia man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Al Pacino in The Godfather.
Yeah. Okay. He's like in that, and he has
just
a brother.
Get a base.
He has a brother. Okay. And
then Fredo?
Yes, this is I'm kind of basing it off that.
I can tell. Keep going.
So you see De Niro's rise through the mob, pretty much. He's like sort of the heir apparent.
Okay.
So you get to see like the movies he makes, and it's probably like sports. He's like a gambling guy. That's how he makes his nut. You know what I mean? Like,
you're thinking of a whole other movie, but keep going, brother.
Okay.
I'm with you. Keep going.
Okay.
I like your version.
Okay.
I like your version.
You know what I mean? And then his brother is maybe like on the rougher, and like his brother has aspirations for being the top guy too. Like he resents always being second, and he
literally Fredo. Keep going. Keep
going.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. And so you see his rise, and like he's maybe like doing more experimental things, like drugs, i.e., Goodfellas.
Keep it going, baby. Yeah. All the movies you've seen.
Let's put them all together. And then at a certain point, De Niro's brother calls a hit on De Niro.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, using his drug connections, i.e., Puerto Ricans.
A little bit of New Jack City, I guess, out of nowhere, throwing it in there. A little Paid in Full.
If we don't see the Puerto Ricans used as some kind of pawn in this game, at some point, I would be very surprised.
Then is it even
a mafia movie? If there isn't some brown minority being used to do all the killing, to do some of the hits in The Sopranos, they're black, not Puerto Rican. Yeah. And then De Niro gets wind, and then he's like, he has to kill his brother.
I.e. Godfather 2.
Yes.
And
that's
a Bronx Tale?
It's a Bronx Tale. And there's probably a few of these hats in it.
Wow. Beaners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I've never apologized after one of those, but I am sorry.
There's no reason to be sorry.
You're the most racist.
How is that racist?
Even when it's not about black people, that was tremendously racist.
I am equal opportunity. All right? All right?
That movie you just said.
Yes.
You think that movie got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's acting involved and like actual story, for sure.
But there was still the plot of what you just said.
Bro, step for step.
Wow. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, this fucking movie, dog.
Damn.
You ready?
What year?
93.
Oh, damn. That's more recent than that. In my head, I was thinking 80s.
No, 93.
Okay.
90s. Early 90s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's...
Directed by Robert De Niro.
Really?
His directorial debut.
Oh, really?
You ready for this, bro?
Damn. When was the last movie you directed?
Don't know. I know this has started. I don't know the last, but I know the first.
It's funny if it started that high, and if you know what I mean, you'd think it would be like there'd be more.
I think this was a passion project.
Okay.
The story is very personal.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Also, the lead actor in this, wrote this, and then De Niro directed it. This is an independent movie. This is not a big budget film.
Okay, so De Niro's not even the lead actor.
You ready for this?
Fuck.
That's how good this movie is, though. That's what I'm saying. This movie's personal. That's what I mean. Like, this is like, oh, this is nice. This is like, that's why Sam was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I know.
Okay.
So Ehsan, this is a film.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay, I'm just fucking buckling.
Yeah, I know, because you were thinking mafia movie and all that. Bronx Tale was like, no, you ready for a movie, son?
Okay, here we go.
Credits roll.
Yes.
We hear some guys harmonize singing. All right?
Mm.
I only have eyes for you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
City of New York at night. Okay? This is the Fordham section of the Bronx. Are you ready for this whole movie?
Yeah. I can tell how much you enjoy doing
Oh,
that.
dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what you were most excited
Oh,
about.
well, it does. I mean, my nigga, it's an Italian movie. What am I not going to do the voices? My home. A world to itself. You know, he goes, the guy, like you see the guy singing on the street, and like a black guy, like a bunch of black guys, like singing like doo-wop, like in front of a trash can. You know what I mean?
Yes, classic.
You know, and it's the voiceover. This is a voiceover, by the way.
Doo-wop is always around a trash can in the movie.
Always. And the trash can's on fire.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Can't do it when it's hot.
Yeah.
That's not how doo-wop works.
Nope.
It was 1960. Doo-wop was the sound. A group on every corner back then. What a time it was. The Yankees were playing the Pirates in the World Series. Mickey Mantle, he was a god to me. That stop right there, that's the Ches Bippy. And they show a bar, the Ches Bippy.
Okay.
Okay? He's like, that's where the guys hang out. But I'll get to them later.
All right, we'll meet the boys later.
Meet the boys later, dude.
Yeah.
He goes, this is my apartment, and that's my stoop. On summer nights, you can hear the young men romancing the girls. Hey, Marie, get in the fucking car!
It's good timing.
Great joke.
It's good timing.
Legit good joke.
That's good timing.
We see our lead.
Ooh.
All right, motherfucker in the suit, gangster fuck. You recognize him. I don't know his name is like Chaz something. Because he's the one who wrote this.
Chaz Palminteri?
Yes! Great actor. He's been in so much shit.
He's in a lot of things.
Unbelievable
He
actor.
wrote this?
He wrote this.
Yeah, but this
My nigga, he wrote the play that was originally this and then wrote the screenplay that is the movie.
That's
So this was a play.
Oh, so this guy is...
This was a play. That's how good this story is.
Okay.
Just so you know, this was a play.
So it's
This was a hit play that they made like, oh, we got to make this a movie.
Okay.
So, because I looked into it, I was like, oh, this is really interesting. I didn't know all this.
So, this is the dialogue in this is going to be amazing.
Well, especially when you hear me doing it like this.
Okay, well, relax. Fucking get off your own dick a little bit, huh? Jesus Christ.
And so you see him walk up, right? And he goes, and there, under that lamppost, stood the man, the number one in my neighborhood, Sonny, right? And it shows like him and he's talking to his goons. It's like everybody loved him. I mean, in my neighborhood, he was a god. I would watch him all day and night. Because from his house, it's like literally right next to the bar, next door to the bar. So he's just staring at him, right? He's like, but he never looked at me. That is until one day. Movie breaks in to lights, A Bronx Tale.
Okay.
Rod does this is awesome, dude.
Yo, you drew me in and pushed me back a little bit.
Oh, what is? Yeah. Until that one, what happened? Because you're like, well, what starts this?
Yeah.
So you hear old it's like Italian music playing, right? And the credits are rolling, and we see like just Italian people being Italian. Hey, bada beanie, give me a meatball. Oh, you get a bada bada. Hey, Maria, bada boomba.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, so you see this.
Yeah.
A lot of that. People are playing baseball on the streets. And credits are rolling. We see Robert De Niro driving the bus.
Oh, okay.
I love this, dude. Right? Like you already didn't see what?
Bus driver.
Bus driver. And he's yelling at some hoodlums for trying to sneak on his bus. Get out of here. That's my dad, Lorenzo. I used to love to ride the bus with him. That was my favorite thing, And he's like, and that's me, Colagino, at 9 years old. Look at me. And it shows like a little kid with a Yankees hat on. Cute as fuck, right?
What's his name?
Colagino.
Lorenzo. These are like Shakespearean names.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What happens, right?
Oh, there's going to be a betrayal. There's always a betrayal.
So he's sitting next to his dad, and he's loving his dad. His dad's driving the bus. He's a kid,
yeah,
of course,
Yeah.
And he goes, his dad drops him at home. And he's like, see you later, Pop. He's like, all right. And then he walks outside the bus, and he looks to the right, and he sees all the gangsters on the corner. And he's like, upstairs, son. Upstairs. And he keeps looking. He's like, so, and then he goes upstairs and then he goes into the house and then instead of going all the way up to the apartment, he goes down like to the basement and then sneaks out around the back and then goes into the bar through the back.
Okay.
All right. And he heads upstairs into the back of the bar and he's snuck it, like nobody sees him in. He's just like watching like through like a door like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he goes, and then I love this scene in Italian movies because they do it in every movie, but it's always great to me.
Through the kitchen?
Huh? No. This, you'll just he goes, him right there, that's Tony Toupee.
Yeah.
He's the owner of the bar.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a nickname, dog.
Yeah.
This is in every Italian movie, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it every time.
Yeah. I just started watching The Irishman. Still haven't finished it.
This scene is in that?
I don't have 3.5 weeks. But I just don't.
I love you, Scorsese. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I know you watch this podcast.
I mean, the movie is amazing. It's just 3.5 weeks. And, they take care of it by just having the typed out.
I love it.
Yeah, I like that. But every Italian movie has to have that.
You got to have this scene.
Yeah.
And then he goes, that was the owner of the bar. He goes, but everybody knew it was Sonny's place.
I wonder if you made an Italian movie without that scene, if something would feel missing.
Yeah, it would be this scene. Him over there, that's Eddie Mush, degenerate gambler. They call him Mush because everything he touches turns to mush. And it shows him like losing at gambling. And then he goes, that's Jojo the Whale. Huge Italian dude. Like some straight up just huge motherfucker. You know what I mean? He's like, you don't walk with Jojo. You don't walk with him. You walk among him. And then he shows him like he's yelling at somebody. This dude's fucking huge. And he goes, him, that over there, that's Frankie Coffee Cake. His face looked like a coffee cake. And they show this dude who's just burnt. Like, he was ugly as shit. Ooh. Yeah. And he goes, that guy over there, that's Jimmy Whispers. He's Sonny's main man. And you see him like talking to Sonny, and then he walks off, right? And he goes, they call him Whispers because to him, everything was a secret. And then it shows him everything he says to anybody, he whispers it in his ear. I love that shit, dog. I was like, oh, that's such a, like, because it's like, oh, it's a nickname shit. It's like, no, nigga, but in an Italian movie, it's like, no, this is what makes it so good is because that's a personality, bro.
Yeah.
That's like a real, this nigga was a real mafia dude who like, yeah, bro, I don't talk out loud. Because he's a real fucking gangster. Every too much is at risk for me to be talking like how loud I am right now.
Yeah, that is, I like that. That's fun.
I love it, right? Jimmy Whispers.
Great nickname too.
Oh, yeah. Also, it sounds scary as shit. You think you want to be on the wrong side of
Jimmy Whispers?
The fuck out of here, dog. No. Or Frankie Coffee Cake?
Yeah.
Think he won't fuck you up? With your fucking mind. He goes, and that was Sonny's crew, right? No one fuck with them. Right then his mom snatches him. What are you doing here, boy? What are you doing? What are you in here? Get over here. And she's like, hitting him. Why can't believe you over there? He's like, wait till I tell your father, right? And then she takes him back outside and she goes to the store. She's like, I got to get something out of this store. Don't you move. He looks over. Sonny's now outside sitting on the lamppost talking to his boys. And he goes, I always imitated Sonny. What?
Will I know who Sonny is?
Chaz, you said his name, dude.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah, right. I totally forgot.
The main character?
Yeah. For some reason, I thought this was Chaz as a kid, and then we're going to see Chaz later.
No, Sonny's
Chaz.
Sonny's Sonny.
Okay.
He's that nigga, bro. Okay. Clearly, like I said, when he gets out of the car and he's a little kid, he's like, Sonny was a god to every, in the neighborhood. No, he never looked at me until one day.
Okay.
All right, so he's already the dude.
Okay.
So he goes, I always imitated Sonny, but he never looked at me, right? And it shows him like Sonny's talking, and he's like imitating him. He goes, Sonny had 5 fingers, but he only used 3. And it shows Sonny, he's like this, and he's like in a guy's face, and he's talking like this, and then the little kid's like that, right? And then it cuts to them. They're upstairs eating dinner, De Niro and the wife and him. And De Niro's like, your mother told me she caught you at the bar today. And he starts, like, he smart talks his way out of it, right? Like, just like, where, and his dad, even De Niro's like laughing, like, right? And he goes, listen to me, son. You stay on the stoop away from the bar. When you're older, you understand why, okay? And he's like, oh, come on, Dad. He's like, when you're older, you understand. He's like, all right, I won't go near the bar. He goes, okay. He's like, look what I got. 2 tickets, Yankee Stadium, center field. And the kid's like, ah, you know what I mean? Oof. Of course. Oof. This is Mickey Mantle Yankees, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So this
center
is like
field, World Series.
Yeah.
Back when bus drivers could afford that. Different time, huh?
Different time.
Different time.
Fucking different time.
Different time.
So Slick and Crazy Mario, those were my best friends, right? Mm-hmm. Shows them hanging around like with his 2 homies, and they're like clearly like young bad kids,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're like messing with this old guy, and they're stealing fruit and shit. And they go back to his stoop, and they're watching Sonny deal with some guys, and they're all doing impersonations of him, right? And they're laughing,
right.
And then right then they see a bus full of black kids drive by, and they go, oh, "These fucking niggas." Italian movie, baby. What's an Italian mafia movie without some niggers in it, dog?
My bad, Puerto Ricans. It looks like we're still staying black.
These niggas, the nerve of them being here. Get the fuck out of here, you niggas. Right? And the black kid like flicks him off, and they go run after yelling him, and they're throwing stuff at the bus. Mm-hmm. And then Robert De Niro looks out the window, and he's like, hey, Collagino. And he points, and he's like, come on. He's like,
well, yeah, hey, Collagino, you earned this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you earned whatever's about to happen to you right now, you kind of earned it. What do you mean, come on? You didn't check to see if your dad was the guy driving the bus you were harassing?
No. Collagino, De Niro yells out from the window to come back to the stoop.
To the stoop, okay.
And he's like, oh, come on. He's like, and he comes and he sits back down on the stoop, right? So the other kids are still running off on the bus.
Yeah.
These 2 guys almost wreck in front of them. Like they're backing into a space, and they almost wreck. One guy gets out and starts beating the shit out of the other car with a bat. You motherfucker, huh? You know who I am? You don't fuck with me, huh? Psh, psh. Right then, Sonny walks over, smooth as fuck, pulls out a gun, shoots the motherfucker in the head 5 times. Bow! Bow! And then, like, the guy drops, bow, 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 bow! And he's, like, right on top of him, right? And then everything, like, slows down. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, And then it shows, little Collagino, and he's like, because this is right in front of him.
Right.
He's just like, what the fuck? He goes, when Sonny looked at me for the first time, I didn't hear anything. I was deaf. And you see Sonny look right at him, like in slow motion, right? And he's just like, and I mean, they're like this far, and he's just like, he's all scared. And then he goes, all I could see was the gun in his hand. And then Sonny walks off in slow-mo, right? And he drops the gun. You know what I mean? And then right then, De Niro snatches his son up, and they run back upstairs in the house. And he's like, Dad, I'm fine. Dad, I'm fine. He's like, you all right? You all right? He's like, Dad, I'm fine. The mom's like, is he okay? Is he okay? He's like, he's all right. He's all right. Right then, the kid's like, they were fighting over a parking space, Dad. A parking space. That's what they do. He killed him over a parking space. The dad goes, son, mind your own business. Mind your business. He's like, but Dad. He's like, mind your business. They go upstairs. They go in the house. He's like, he's quiet for a second, and then do. And they all look at the door. Who is it? Police. What do you want? We'd like to ask you some questions. Open the door. Questions about what? Police, open the door. He fucking opens the door. Poof, cops come in, right? We'd like to ask your son a few questions. What do you need him for? You can ask me. He saw the shooting. There's witnesses saying he saw the shooting. We need him to come down right now and answer some questions. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing about what he saw. And then right then the little bludgeon goes, Daddy, I saw everything. And the dad's just like, he looks at the cops. He's like, come on, he don't know nothing, guys. He's just a kid. He sees things. Come on. Yeah, this movie, you look at your face. You're like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Oh, God.
What? Go ahead. What are your feelings?
This kid.
He's a kid, man.
He's a kid.
That's how innocent is that, though?
That's so innocent. But at the same time, pick up on the energy your dad's putting down.
You 9-year-old.
Yeah, a little bit. How often does your dad get frantic? You know what I mean? Like, if my dad was frantic, I'd be like, something's up.
I'm just going to keep quiet until my dad says
I'm just going to listen to what he says because he's the only one I can trust.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if I think but I'd be like, something's up. If my dad's frantic, I should do what he says.
But there's police in the room. That's why it's scary. Police
is scary.
Your whole life you've been taught, do what the police say, answer them. As a kid, that's what you've been taught your whole life.
Yeah.
So also from this family, this guy's a good guy. Clearly, De Niro's not you know what I mean? Clearly, he's just a stand-up guy in this.
Right. Oh, what's going to happen? God damn, what's going to happen?
So he goes, son, you're going to have to, walk with us downstairs. We have people down there that want to talk to you, right? And he goes, we lined up all the gangsters. All you got to do is just pick out the person that you saw with the gun. Mm-hmm. Can you do that, son? And he looks at his dad. His dad's like not, and he's like, he just nods like this. And then his dad De Niro's just like terrified. Right. You know what I mean? Because oh my God, my son
is about to die.
Is involved with some shit that is so above him.
Yeah.
So they come down. All the gangsters are lined up outside, right? Like on the wall like this, And the whole neighborhood's down. Everyone's out watching this. Because this is the top guy. And then it's Sonny.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, and it's like, and they also know like, oh, this is someone who doesn't know any better.
What the fuck is going to happen?
What is going to happen?
So, one by one, they ask the little kid if this is the person you saw with the gun. And he's like, no. Sonny's all the way at the end of the line. One by one. De Niro's getting more nervous. They get to Sonny. How about him? Is it him, son? Was it him? Did he have the gun? He looks at his dad. His dad's just like looking at him. Like, he looks back. He looks at Sonny. Him and Sonny lock. By the way, Sonny the whole time just fucking. You know what I mean? Just cold. Ice cold. And he looks at him and he just goes, no, officer. Wasn't him. And the officer's like, oh, come on. The cop's pissed. And then right then he's like, De Niro's like, he told you it wasn't him. Let's go. He grabs his son and they leave. And the cop's like, God damn it. You know what I mean?
Way to pick it up, 9-year-old. You did it. You made me proud.
He had to see Sonny's face.
I thought you were going to fuck it up, but you did it.
When you see Sonny's face, it is like,
oh, okay.
This guy's scary.
Yeah.
This guy's scarier than the cop.
I don't want to be on his bad side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I already thought he was a god anyway.
Right. Oh, my God. You thought he was a god.
He is. He's your neighborhood?
Yeah, well.
He's a god.
You just learned he was a god.
Well, he saw it in his eyes.
Yeah.
He saw the power.
Yeah. Oh.
So.
Scary.
They come down, his dad, like I said, snatches him up. They head right back upstairs.
Right.
And then he's telling his dad, he's like, we fooled him, Dad. We fooled him, huh? And his dad doesn't say anything. He's like, I didn't rat, huh, Dad? Did I? I didn't rat. He's like, I did a good thing. And his dad doesn't say anything. He's like, I did a good thing, right, Dad? He goes, yeah, son. Yeah, you did a good thing. A good thing for a bad man. Right? And then the dad's like, and then they close the door and the son's like confused. And then you're back to the voiceover. At 9 years old, I didn't understand that. A good thing for a bad man. I didn't know what that meant. But I knew a rat was the worst thing in the neighborhood. Anyone who was a rat was out of the neighborhood. They were, whoop de whoop, right? Yeah. And I knew that I wasn't gonna be that. Cut back to like the voiceover's out. Cut back to the little kid just looking at his dad. They're in the house. He's like, "Daddy, why'd you say that? Why'd I say what? A good thing for a bad man. What does that mean?" He's like, "Son, in life, you have to do things even if they aren't right, but you gotta do them. Today you did the right thing, but when you're older, you understand what I mean right now." And the son's just like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because it is a lot. It's like, look,
well, you're not gonna,
it's like you did a bad thing, but you did the right thing because you would have died. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
but you can't.
Life's it's crazy.
You can't tell. You're
a 9-year-old's too much.
What you're trying to do is this is like a calculus level.
Oh yeah.
Moral problem. This is like a real deal life problem. It's just way over 9-year-olds.
It's way over 9. So that's
way
why you
over
9. Look, today you did the right thing.
Today you did the right
thing. But when
thing.
you're older, you're gonna be like, oh man.
Oh man.
I did
the right thing, but like
I did the only thing.
Yeah.
I did the only thing.
That was really the only real option.
Told you the writing. I mean, it's that's what makes this movie so good. It's like, oh, they got deep into character development. You know what I mean? They go deep in this. So I get why it was a play.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can tell how deep they're. You can feel how deep they're like. Oh, they're going deep into the characters.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about like what's about to happen next. Like, oh, this is just about like who they are and like moral choices.
That's the number one question I have now. Is like, oh, who is this kid gonna turn out to be?
You see in this movie, A Bronx Tale, dog.
Yeah, and we'll see. His friends are bad, and it's all about the company you keep in there.
But your dad is a good dad. You got a good man who's there, who's actively in your life.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
There's a lot of different forces on this kid right now.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
and you got a guy who So we'll see. So he goes, you did the right thing. He's like, when you're older, so they hug and he kisses him, puts him in bed. So the next day he's hanging with his dad on the bus, and it's a really sweet scene. They're just talking baseball.
Okay.
They're like, I can't describe the scene, but it's just a beautiful scene. Like, they're literally just talking baseball, and you can tell how much he loves his dad, and like they're talking about how great Mickey Mantle is and the Yankees. You know what I mean? And it's sweet. And his dad's talking back to him. He's like, can we get ice cream? He's like, I will clean up the bus first, then we get ice cream. He's like, okay. And they keep talking baseball. And you're like, where's this going, right? And then he goes, hey, Dad, do I have talent? He goes, of course, son. He goes, oh, you have all the talent in the world. And the dad goes, the saddest thing in life, let me tell you something. Look at me. And he stops him. The saddest thing in life is wasted talent. There's nothing sadder in life than wasted talent. All right, now let's go for that ice cream. Like they hug and they kiss, right?
Oof. That's going to come back, huh?
Right in the voice, back to voiceover. Wasted talent. Wasted talent. Something my father always talked to me about my whole life. Wasted talent. Back on the bus. I know, dog. They're back on the bus.
God, this movie's kind of a bummer, isn't it?
Oh, you don't know yet.
Yeah. Oh, it could turn around.
You don't know what's happening, bro.
I don't. I really.
You just know this movie's heavy.
Yes, I feel that.
So they're back on the bus, and they pass Sonny, and De Niro and Sonny look at each other, and they just like he's driving, and Sonny's on the lamppost, and they just kind of give each other like a respectful like nod, you know. He gets to his place, his stoop. He drops his son off. Sonny, he's looking at, his son's looking over at Sonny, and he's like, son, upstairs. His son's like, son goes upstairs. So De Niro, he's looking in his rear view, and he's staring at Sonny. Sonny's staring at him. Right as he's about to pull off, one of Sonny's goons jumps on the bus. And he's like, hey, yo. He's like, keep driving. I want to talk to you. So he's like, all right. So he's driving. He's like, you got a good kid. He's like, oh, thank you. He's like, Sonny, he wants to do something for you, because of what your kid did for him. He's like, okay. He's like, you can have a job. He wants you to work for him. He trusts you. All you got to do is run numbers. You do the same bus route you do now. You drop off some numbers for us. You get $150 a week. What do you think? He's like, I don't. Thank you. Tell Sonny thank you. No disrespect. But I just don't want to be involved. Come on, $150 a week? You're going to turn down $150 a week? What do you make driving this bus? He's like, look, I know it's a lot of money. I can't. He's like, $150, you wouldn't even have to drive the bus. You get your, they always say this, get your lady some nice dresses. They always say shit like that, bro.
Yeah, always been the ladies.
Get us some dresses, huh? Mm-hmm. And he's like, look, thank you, but no thank you.
The deal with the devil is always appealing.
It's always appealing. I respect the honest man, bro.
Yeah.
I respect the guy who's like, man, you know what? I'm okay with earning my money this way, bro. Well, because you know why? I ain't got to look over my motherfucking shoulder when I'm driving this bus.
Yeah, it's because that's the difference in between driving the bus and the money you'd make
doing that extra little thing because you're still driving the bus.
That's insurance for not having to look over your shoulder.
That's all
how
it
you
is.
Look at it.
The money you're not making is, man, I can go kiss my wife and go to bed and go to a baseball game.
And not have to worry that some guy on my bus is gonna be like, bam,
just because because I'm a part of some shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even do anything. I'm just a part of this crew.
Yeah, like I delivered the numbers wrong, kind of, and that's it. And I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing the thing.
The risk is
too much.
Crazy.
It's too much. But if Sonny insists at the same time, like, what can you do really? If he's like, you have to do this.
He goes, Sonny will be disappointed. Stop the bus. Stops the bus.
Mm-hmm.
He lets him out. He's all nervous, right?
Yeah.
And then, the guy just gets off. So that night he tells his wife, about the offer. And then she's like, what did you say? He's like, honey, I told him it's not for me. Forget it. And the wife's like, He's like, what? She's like, that's a lot of money, honey.
Ooh, okay, so that's the kind of wife. There's two kinds of wives.
I told you, bro. It's all about characters. The whole movie's about characters.
Because there's the wife that says I could use the money would be nice, and there's the wife that be like, we do not end up in business.
We're moving.
Ever.
We're moving away.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be near. We're already too close. Our son's too close.
Our son's
the bar's next door. Yeah. I hate this.
Yeah.
But this wife said, like you said, son,
take the money.
We could use that money, honey. She said it in that way though, not in like a. Just,
no. She said it in a way.
Sounds good. Deal with the devil way.
She said it in a way that a wife convinces a husband says.
Yep. And he's like, she's like, come on, honey. We could use it. $150 a week. And he's like, but to get involved with those guys, you know what that means, honey? Next thing you know, bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's over. Life. And then, which is, I get his point. It's like, man, is it $150 worth me getting my fucking head blown off in a year?
My family.
Or just like, come on, man, lady.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
But she's like gold.
She's like, she goes, you're right. Maybe you're right. Right? They hug and they kiss. And he's like, he looks at her. He goes, you're not sorry you're stuck with a lame old bus driver, are you? And she's like,
I am now. What?
This movie changed. It was really kind of real, and then it kind of went crazy.
Yeah, then she was like hitting him with one-liners.
She goes, I fell in love with that uniform, didn't I? And then they kiss, right?
Mm-hmm. 1950s, different time.
Colangelo is watching the funeral of the man who died from his window.
Okay.
All right, it's like down the street. And he's just watching. He's just like sitting there, and you see people are torn up. It's the guy who got shot in the head.
Right.
It's a close neighborhood, so of course everybody wouldn't know each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you see they're just torn up. Everybody's crying. Right. He the next day he tells a priest. He goes and tells a priest about he wants to confess for his sins, how he saw a murder and he lied about it, and we'll do it right. And the priest goes, "What'd you say, son?" And he goes, "I saw a murder and I lied about it." He goes, "Tell me what happened right now." And he goes, "Father, I'm not telling anyone about that." And he goes, "Son, you can't be scared. There's no one more powerful than God." And the kid goes, I love this line. "Maybe up there's no one more powerful than God, but down here, he ain't the most powerful." Yo, that's gangster, dog.
Yeah.
I respect God and all, but down here, let me tell you something. I know the nigga who runs something. He lives next door.
Yeah.
That nigga around here.
You know who wasn't there when that guy got shot? A burning bush.
No. It was Sonny. And he shot him in broad daylight in front of everybody. That's fucking power you can't buy, bro. No. According to the first Dark Knight, the Batman Begins. I love that line. Because he goes, he's talking to Batman, and he goes, "You see right there, that's a judge. Right there, that's the chief of the police. And right there, that's somebody else." And he goes, and he pulls out a gun. He goes, "And I wouldn't hesitate to blow your brains out right here in front of all of them." Now, son, that's power you can't buy. That line stick with you, bro, because it's like, bro, when you kill a motherfucker in broad daylight, that's like, you're like, what? Mm-hmm. What? Who? Mm-hmm. Who? I wish a motherfucker who? Mm. Pure power.
Pure power.
Pure.
People like that have crazy falls.
So, and then I love this. The priest looks at the kid, and he opens the thing, and he goes, "You're right about that, kid. Say 5 Hail Marys, you'll be okay." Right? And the kid, even the priest was like, "Oh, I know who you're talking about." I didn't know.
I know you're out here fucking dropping fire.
Also, you can tell the priest was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were talking about Sonic." Yeah. I thought you were just talking about some other nigga who murdered somebody.
Yeah. The priest over the door was like, "Dude, that was some bars right
there."
Hey,
bro, you should have just said Sonny in the first place, nigga. What you mean? Here's $5. Get out of here.
Yeah, shut up.
Tell him I said hey.
Yeah.
So cut to Sonny. Colangelo, he's working on his bike outside on his little stoop. He's working on his bicycle.
Okay.
One of his gangsters come over. Sonny's gangsters. They go, "Hey, kid, Sonny wants to see you." He's all scared. He brings him in the bar, sits him in front of Sonny. "How you doing, kid?" We hear him, we hear him speak. And the kid's all scared.
Damn. We're like a while into this movie.
It's fucking beautiful, isn't it?
Crazy.
Well, I love when a movie's like, damn, this is how you do a movie. The whole time I was watching it, bro, that was just like, this is right. This is how movies are. You know what I'm saying? This is just fucking a script.
Yeah.
This is a script.
Yeah.
So, kid's all scared. Acting's phenomenal, too. And he goes, you afraid of me, kid? No. That's good. What's your name? Colageno? Jesus, you got a nickname, kid? No. Okay, you sit next to me. Sits him down. He goes, you upset? He's like, why, the Yankees lost? The kid's like, yeah. He's like, Mickey Mantle cried. That's not fair. He goes, hey, let me tell you something. Mickey Mantle don't care about you. Mickey Mantle only cares about him. He said, Mickey Mantle don't even know you exist. You think if you couldn't pay your rent, Mickey Mantle's going to pay it? He makes $100,000. He said he makes like $100,000 a year, which I'm sure back then, 1960, was like,
was insane.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't know you made $3 billion last year, Mickey Mantle. Fucking Monopoly man.
Oh, dude, he's making baseball money, nigga.
Yeah.
100,000 a year. It's 1960?
So it's what?
60.
So if you translates then, because it's like $100,000 a year for the top man, and the top man now make $300 million for like 6 years. So he's probably making the equivalent.
Because he would have been a top paid.
Yeah,
there's no way he would have
the
been.
equivalent of whatever $300 million is now over like a 5-year span.
God.
Crazy.
Damn, Mickey.
Crazy. In New York, too. So if you're a sports legend in that town, you're a fucking god.
Yeah, he is God. Mickey Mantle was God.
Mickey Mantle
in New York, Mickey Mantle was God.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him in the 60s. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Unreal. So he goes, he tells him, he don't care about you. And then he's like, huh. Like, the kid's like, you tell he's never just, like, what? Like, I never thought about that. Like, what? And then the kid goes, can I ask you something? Sonny's like, sure. He's like, did you shoot that man over a parking space? And then Sonny smiles and he goes, when you're older, you'll understand. The kid's like, huh. And then it cuts back to the voiceover. That day on, I never felt the same way about the Yankees. That's all he says. I love that. I was like, oh, just the subtlety of like,
what a line.
Because he's like, it's all character. Because what that means is this little kid is now not a little kid anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's like, now it's like, oh, it's not all, everything's not Santa Claus.
No.
Oh, Mickey Mantle's just a dude. You're right. He doesn't pay my rent.
Yeah.
He don't care about me. Like, it changes. Like,
that's a crazy thing that you were the kid that told him that Santa Claus didn't exist. You're not even his dad. You're just some guy.
You're the guy.
You're
but
the
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like he doesn't know who this man is.
Right.
So, scene cuts, and he's now working at the bar. He's like serving out drinks.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And he goes, I would serve the guys drinks, and they would give me tips. And then shows all the gangsters gambling downstairs. And then Sonny's like, where's the kid? Let him throw the dice. Right? He's like, Sonny, I don't know how. He's like, just listen to me. He's like, just roll away. We need a 7. And he rolls, and he gets a 7. And everyone's like, yeah, right? Everyone's betting more. And Sonny's like showing his power in the scene because he's like, if people make him mad, he makes them stand in the bathroom. You're fucking breathing on me. Go stand in the bathroom. And then that fucking guy went and stood in the bathroom. And then the Freddie Coffee Kid guy, he was like, his face was near the gambling. He was like, I don't want the kid looking at your face, Freddie. Go stand in the bathroom. Freddie's like, oh, come on. He's like, in the fucking bathroom. And he goes and stands in the bathroom. But he's like, by the end of the scene, there's 3 grown men in the bathroom, bro. And it's subtle because it has nothing to do with the scene, but it's just like, damn. Also, bro, think about how you feel. Even though you love this nigga, he's your boss, but he is making you a grown man, and this nigga's making you stand in the bathroom.
There's people plotting revenge.
This movie's deep, bro.
You can't hurt a man's pride like that.
That's subtle. That's a real subtle thing to notice.
That way, and a little shot.
But you don't notice it in the scene. But you notice that these 3 men are in, like, crowded in the bathroom. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a grown man. He'll get it. If there's a chance for revenge, he might take that shit.
These are grown men who are gangsters. These niggas have all pulled triggers.
Yeah.
Ain't none of these niggas no bitches.
Yeah.
They know not to fuck with you, but these ain't like, no, they kill a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So,
but, I mean, if you're the top of any sort of gang or mafia, your place is never safe.
310 to Yuma. And when we did that movie, same thing.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Everything is the same, huh?
Yeah, movies are all just one big movie.
Everything is the same.
Every movie is one big movie.
Everything is the goddamn same.
So, kid rolls again. They win. They all go crazy. And back to the voiceover. I made 11 passes in a row that night. Couldn't believe it. Just shows him winning. He's like, I don't know how much money Sonny won that night, but I knew it was a lot. And then Sonny always told me the working man was a sucker, you know, and that I didn't need to worry about my life because I was getting 2 educations, the streets and school. so I'll be smarter than everybody. Good line. He goes, hey, kid. Sonny's little kid's walking out. He goes, hey, kid, you did good tonight. And he gives him 100. And then Collegiano looks at it. He's like, that's it? And he's like, pff. He rolls up and then he gives him another 100, right? Yeah. And the kid's like smiles. He's like, go home. He's like, later, Sonny. And he leaves. He goes, hey, listen, kid, from now on, your name is C. The kid's like, and then he goes into his room, like back into his house, right?
Oh, God. His poor dad.
Because how much? So we're like, because we got a long way to go. Yeah. But the character development already, you already know the dad, you know the mom, you know his son, you know the characters.
Yeah,
that's what makes this movie so good to me.
His poor dad.
So
his poor dad.
He goes, Sonny started taking me everywhere from then on. Mm-hmm. Everywhere he went, I was there, and strange things happened in the neighborhood, and everyone starts being super nice to him. Everyone gives him groceries, all these like free shit. You know what I mean? Like treat him like the guy. He's like, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's power. Who doesn't like fucking power, dude? That shit is awesome.
So he runs upstairs, and his parents are looking at him, and they're pissed. And the dad's like, what's this? And he's like, what? And the dad holds up a roll. He's like, $600? De Niro's like, $600? What have you been doing? He's like, well, what? I found it. He's like, what, are you a fucking brain surgeon now? Huh? You a brain surgeon? That's what this money is. You kidding me? $600? He's like, tell me where you got it. He's like, I worked for it. What'd you do? I was doing things. Don't you lie to me, son. Don't you lie to me. Tell me the truth. He calms down. De Niro's like, just tell me the truth, son. I promise I won't be upset. You promise you won't get upset? I won't be upset. I work the crap games, and then they give me tips. The crap games? They got you working the crap games. You said you wouldn't get upset. Who had you doing this? I work for Sonny. Sonny, that motherfucker. I knew it. And the mom's like, calm down. Calm down. He's like, we're taking this money back. And he puts his coat on the little boy. He starts putting his jacket on. The mom's like, what do you mean, honey? We can use that money. It's $600. $600. I mean, think about that, though.
Yeah.
$600.
Yeah. And
cash.
That's about $8 million.
Nigga,
yeah.
To them?
Yeah. Oh,
living in a one-bedroom apartment pretty much? Oh, this is.
In a probably poor part of town.
Oh, crazy. I mean, yeah. Poor part of Italian town. So this is, I mean, woo. She's like, come on, honey, come on. And then he's like, come on, we're taking it back. We're taking it back. Lorenzo, listen. Lorenzo. He storms out. He's heading towards Sonny's place. Listen. He walks in the bar. Boom, throws the money down on the table. Sonny's just looking at him.
Oh, you can't do that.
I can't accept that. Sonny, I love this. He looks at Rob De Niro, legs crossed.
It's not for you, huh?
I didn't give it to you. He goes, hey, I'm the kid's father, all right? I said he can't have the money. And then right then he goes, see, go outside. He's like, hey, don't talk to my son like that. I'll tell him what to do. Collegiano, go outside. And then he walks outside. And then calmly, Sonny goes, I respect you, Lorenzo. You're a good man, an honest man. I like that. Don't you ever talk to me like that again. Ever. De Niro kind of like, He goes, I offered you a job, didn't I? You said no. He goes, look, I said no then, I say no now. All right? He goes, hey, I treat your son like my own son. He goes, hey, he's not your son. That's my son. And then Sonny stands up. He goes, what? I'm not afraid of you. He goes, and then they all get up on him. He goes, look, you guys know I would never step out of line. You all know me. I love it. He's like, you all know me. You know I'm not the guy who steps out of line. But right now, Sonny, you're out of line. That's a man's son. You don't mess with the man's son, Sonny. And Sonny's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, huh? I'll slap him and get him the fuck out of here. You don't mess with the man's son, Sonny. And then the dad storms out, right? They throw him out. And the little kid's like, Dad. He's like, come on, we're going home. Dad, that's my money. We're going home. He's like, Dad, but that's my money. I want to go. That's my money. You stay away from him. You hear me? You're never going to see him again. But Dad, you're never going to see him again. But Dad, listen to me. Boom, he slaps him. Sonny's right, Dad. The working man's a sucker. You're a sucker. And he looks at him. And he goes, let me tell you something, son. I told you. He goes, let me tell you something, son. You think that guy's tough? That's not tough. Let's see him get up every day and bust his ass. You think that's tough? That's a real man. A real man gets up every day and does an honest work for an honest wage. And that's what life is. You understand me, son? And like the kid's just crying and crying. Damn. He's like, but people love him. No, son. No. They fear him. It's a difference. And he's like crying. He's like, but Dad. And he hugs him. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hit you. I shouldn't have hit you. And he picks him up. And the kid's just crying. He's like, let's go home. Carries him home. Camera pans over. Sonny's just watching from the window. Not like, just like this. His goon comes up Want me to take care of him, boss? Sonny goes, no. Leave him alone. Fade to black.
He respected that. That's respect. To leave him alone, that's like, nah.
He's being a dad.
He's being a dad. He's not
trying to be disrespectful. He wasn't, because he wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
No, and it's like that Italian shit is like, especially in those movies, family is everything.
Well, because I loved it when I think the line is saved when he was like, hey, you guys know me. You know I never get out of line. Yeah. I never get out of line. Yeah. But you fucking... you crossed the line. Son. You crossed my line, dude. Yeah. So don't act like, because I love this. Like, don't act like I'm always over here coming out of line.
Right.
I avoid you, man.
Right.
You bringing it over here. And then I'm sure also Sonny to listen to that conversation and be like, all right, I'll let him go. Cut to voiceover.
Oh, God.
Sonny and my dad never spoke again after that.
That's how it happens.
But me, I couldn't stay away. 8 years passed. And as I grew, Sonny grew in power. But I was his friend. It's now 1968.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
The Beatles were changing life. The Yankees sucked now. But my neighborhood was still the exact same. Shows his house, shows Sonny, the gangsters, the bar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, straight up, like, everything's still the same. Sonny's just more powerful.
Right. And he's like 17 now or something like that?
Yeah, he'd be like 70. He'd be 17. Okay. So now you see him. He looks like a junior in high school, senior in high school.
Okay. Almost
so different actor. Yeah,
right before
this is the actor in the rest of the movie now.
What? Like right before young adult in that zone.
Oh yeah, right in that zone. Yeah. Right. Sonny's at the horse races with the gangsters, right? Mm-hmm. And you see Colangelo C's there with him, and they're all betting on horses, and then like the Mush guy, the guy who always loses, he bets on the same horse as them, and they're like, oh god damn it, Mush, and they all rip up their tickets, and Sonny's like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. C's like, what are you guys doing? And Sonny's like, if he bet on it, son, it's over. And they all leave. And he's like, what? And then him and Mush watch the race. And it looks like their horse is going to win. And then the last second they lose. And he's like, Mush, you fucking asshole. And he throws it at him and leaves. Like, it's straight up just like Italian scenes like that. You know what I mean? Like, just something out of a play. Vignettes.
Yeah.
So, cut back to C's hanging with his friends now. Crazy Mario Slick. They're all older, too.
Okay.
They look like straight up gangsters.
Okay.
Suits. I mean, they all look like gangsters. Even C does. They all look dressed like little gangsters, And C's like, all we cared about was hanging, man. That's all me and my friends ever did. No one wanted to go home. We'd skip school and just hang out all day. And then it shows them like hollering at some fine-ass Italian girls. You know what I mean? The friends telling them like, about girls like sucking his dick and like all these crazy stories. You know what I mean? Just like crazy young kid shit, right?
Right.
So right then some black kids roll by in a car.
Uh-oh.
All right? And then the one kid goes, man, that's the second time those niggas fucking came by today. The guy playing this young kid, who's like a crazy kid, also played the young crazy kid who was Joe Pesci in Goodfellas.
Oh, wow. So he's a young crazy kid guy.
Yep. For Italian movies.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this works. This kid knows this role.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, C is like, man, what are you worried about it for? They didn't even bother us. He's like, it doesn't matter. They shouldn't be coming around here, those fucking niggas. And he's like, next thing, and then another kid goes, next thing you know, they'll be fucking our broads. I thought that was
Yeah.
He's not wrong. We will.
Slippery slope.
We will fuck your broads.
Slippery slope.
C is like, okay. Some guy who owes C money runs by, and he's like, hey, fucking London, you can't dodge me forever, you fucking cocksucker. You owe my $20. And the guy's like running away, right? Mm-hmm. So right then his dad pulls up on the bus. He's like, hey, C, get in. He's like, oh, Dad, come on, I'm hanging with my friends. He's like, come on, I got one trip left. Ride with your old man. He's like, oh, and he gets on the bus. And he sits down. When he sits down, he looks to the back, and he sees a beautiful black girl. Locks eyes with her. And he's like,
whoa.
Yeah, you didn't see this movie. Oh, yo, that happened. No bullshit. Watch the movie with Sam. That happens. And she goes, this is what this movie's about? And I was like, they get there beautifully, don't they? With the niggers and all that. Like, what is this movie about?
Whoa.
You ready, bro? I told you this movie's fucking fire.
Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming.
I know you didn't.
Didn't see that coming at all. Crazy.
You couldn't guess how this movie was gonna end if you just couldn't, bro.
No.
Even if you could, but it's like, bro, you couldn't.
Yeah.
There's no way. You just couldn't get it right because how could you?
It's one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those.
What a turn.
Because right then you didn't know this was gonna be about this.
No.
Like what? They didn't even set that up. I mean, they set it up, but that's not what I thought they were setting up. Which is like that's why it's a good fucking movie. Okay. So. He's looking at the beautiful girl and he's just lost in her eyes. Mm-hmm. And then the dad's talking to him, right? And then the dad's like, Colangelo, I'm talking. He's like, Dad, call me C. Everyone calls me C. He's like, hey, that's your grandfather's name was Colangelo. I'm calling you Colangelo. He's like, you want to go to the fights with me or not? And he's like, yeah, all right, I'll go. He's like, well, don't say it like that. You don't want to go with me, don't go. And then like he trails off, and you see him, he's just looking at the girl, and they're just like smiling at each other. They're just vibing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his dad drops off the black girls like in their neighbor, like a black neighborhood, right? And then you hear the voiceover. He goes, she was tall, she was beautiful, and she was classy, but she was black, and that's a no-no. The way he says it, bro, that's some real shit. You can feel it. You can feel it because like, damn, bro, you know better. You know that, like, man, I want to, but it's like, am I ready for the smoke? Am I ready for the smoke?
Yeah.
From both sides.
In the 60s?
Both sides bringing the smoke.
In the 60s, this is some wild shit.
In New York?
Wild shit.
In the Bronx?
Oh, my God. I mean, it's some wild shit now in some places.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine.
So,
damn.
His dad drops him off, right? He starts walking to the house, and he sees the guy who owes him the money. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you motherfucker, come here, here's my money. Where's my money? And then Sonny goes, hey, C, get over here. And C's like, but Sonny, get over here. C's like, oh. And he walks over, and Sonny's like, what's the matter with this kid, huh? And then he's like, what's going on with you? He's like, what, that guy owes me money. He goes, is he a friend of yours? He goes, no, I don't even like that guy. He goes, well, you paid $20 to get rid of him. Think of it like that. $20, the guy's never going to be in your life again. Every time he sees you, he's going to run the other way. Only cost you $20.
Hilarious.
And Sonny, C goes, damn, Sonny, you're always right.
That
is some, like, damn, that's some street wisdom where you're like, damn, I would have never even.
Yeah, $20 ain't worth it. $20, just never talk to me.
And now he never talks to me again.
Yeah.
He runs when I was like, oh, damn, he runs when he sees me. Yeah.
That's fine.
I paid $20 for that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
There must be so many people in his life like that.
Oh, God. That's how he looks at it. It's like, oh, what a great way to view it.
Yeah.
This person will never bother me again.
Yeah. It's not like 2000 where it's like a sum of money. It's $20, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 2000, I'm killing you.
Yeah.
I'm killing you.
Yeah.
This guy, Sonny, he's killing you.
Yeah.
$20, he's like, all right, I know who you are. Now I know not to deal with you, but I'll let you live.
Yeah.
But that's a power move.
But you're me afraid.
You're going to be
every second of your life when I'm around.
And that's your punishment. So they start talking more about life.
Yeah.
Right, as they're just walking. And then he starts telling him about jail. You know, he's like how he was in jail for a long time, and that's where he learned a lot of the things he needed to learn. Mm-hmm. He's like, whoa, you were in jail? You know, how was it? He's like, there are only 3 things you can do in jail, C. Lift weights, play cards, and get into trouble. Whoa. Which one did you do, Sonny? None of them. I read. Is that not hard, nigga?
Yeah.
I read.
Christ. How
hard is that? That's also like, damn, of course you're a mob boss.
Yeah.
The fact that you even think like that, like to say some shit like that.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna get this kid with a bait and switch.
With a bait and classic bait.
Misdirection.
But also it shows the kid like, oh, that's how you gotta think, nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta think like this.
On your toes. You gotta be on your toes.
Yeah. And he's telling him, he's like, let me tell you something. See, I can live anywhere. And they go and they get lunch, right? Mm-hmm. So I can live anywhere. But you know why I stay here? So I can witness everything. Any sign of trouble, I'm the first one that sees it. Trouble's like a cancer, see. Gotta spot it early. See, he's like, okay. So he's breaking down the game of life to him, right? And they keep talking, they're eating lunch. And C goes, well, is it better to be loved or feared? Sonny leans back. He's like, that's a great question. I mean, I guess it's nice to be both, but that's hard to keep. If I had to say one, I'd rather be feared. He's like, why? It's like, because fear, I know everybody stands. I make a joke, everyone laughs. I mean, I'm funny, but I'm not that funny. But I know everyone's in line.
God damn. How is this black girl gonna ruin this relationship?
You know it's coming.
Yeah, Jesus.
He goes, right then, as he says that line, a bunch of motorcycles drive past, like loud as shit, like a motorcycle gang with like Hell's Angels kind of niggas.
Right.
Like 8 of 10 of them, right?
Right.
They drove by. Sonny kind of stands up and then he peeks outside and he looks and they all go, all these motorcycles park in his bar. He's just like, right? So he starts walking down back towards the bar with C.
Right.
So you hear like that, you hear some fucking gangster ass music like down as he's walking back towards the bar, right? And these fucking Hell's Angels are all getting off their motorcycles heading into his bar. This is the best scene in the movie. This is one of the best scenes in all movies, by the way. This is one of my favorite scenes in any movie ever.
Okay.
So he walks over slow. He opens the door. They're arguing. The 8 Hell's Angels guys are arguing with his bartender at his bar. And the bartender's like, guys, you're not properly dressed. You can't wear this kind of outfit here. And the guy's like, oh, come on, dude. We're just trying to get some beers. He's like, but you're not allowed to dress this way. And Sonny goes, whoa. You got a problem here? And the guy goes, look, man, we're just trying to have some beers. We thought we can come here to this bar. And this guy said we're not dressed properly. And he's like, that's all you want is a few beers? He's like, look, man, we just want a few beers. We're not looking for any trouble. Sonny's like, spoken like a true gentleman. Get the man some beers. Round on me. Right? And they're like, thank you. They all say thank you. He's like, no problem, gentlemen. He walks back outside. He starts talking to C. You don't hear what he's saying. He's just talking to C. You hear the fucking guys, the motorcycle guys, and they get all their beers, and they go, how about a toast to our host, boys? Our fucking WAP host. And they all start splashing beer on the bartender. That's just the bartender in the room and these 8 guys, okay? Sonny looks in and he goes, you motherfuckers, right? And C's he's standing like in the back of the bar just watching this all go down.
Right.
All right? Sonny walks back in the bar and he goes, now, that wasn't too nice, was it? Now you has to leave. And they're like, man, what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna make us leave, you fucking little guinea wop? What you gonna do? They all turn back around, they start drinking their beers more. This nigga walks to the door calmly, click, click, locks it, turns back around. Now you just can't leave. They all their faces. Right to the voiceover. And then you see C, and he goes, I'll never forget the look on all their faces. All 8 of them dropped. All their strength, all their power drained. They knew at that moment.
They were fucked.
Yo, think about this, bro. A nigga locked you in a room. It's 8 of y'all. And just him. And he's an older man in a suit.
And he isn't afraid.
He is way too calm.
Bit.
And he just told you, oh, well, now you can't. Now you live here.
Yeah. Also, on some other shit, if the guy gives you free beers, don't fucking... Come on, what are you thinking? What?
They were like a Hell's Angel. That's what I said. They were clearly, that's who they were supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
like just
fair.
A group of assholes.
That's fair. But if you're a gang, you got to know, like, if you're not on your territory, you got to figure out what the territory is before you
make that
waltz
call.
In there and make that call. You know what I mean? Because maybe it's just a bar that you can easily push over, but maybe there's an old guy who's willing to lock himself in a room with you and scare the living shit out of you.
Or fucking kill you.
Or kill you. Yeah. So, you know.
This is one of the most powerful gangsters in New York. Think about that.
Be smarter.
This is one of the most powerful gangsters in the city of New York.
Yeah.
So we're talking real power.
Yeah, real power.
So, you know, he goes, they knew they made a mistake. These guys apparently had a reputation with messing with bars. This is C. They fucked with the wrong bar. Right then, bro, all the Italian goons come out the back. The Whale, Freddie the Coffee Cat, all suited up too. Still in they, and they fuck these niggas up. And old like, hey me, Mariano, like that kind of music plays it's beautiful. And they are, I mean, really fucking up. C is just watching like horrified, right? In suits. These just fucking these dudes up. You fucking, huh, you pieces of shit, huh? Fuck you. They're just all, I mean, to a bloody pulp, bro. Fucking these guys up. Step on his fucking head. Poof, poof, stepping on his head. They drag them all outside one by one. They start throwing them all over their bikes, bro. Then a whole nother scene of them smashing their bikes apart. Then, we're not done. Then one guy like lives at the bar and like tries to run away. And he goes, Sonny goes, get him! And all the fucking gangster kids, the crazy kids, they fucking beat this guy to a worse pulp than the fucking dudes. I mean, this is even more brutal. Wait till you see that. You're gonna be like, oh my God.
Jesus.
I'd rather just been getting my ass beat by Sonny and them.
Jesus Christ.
Because the kids don't give a fuck like you mother. They're hitting him with a bat and shit. They're fucking him up with bats and pipes. And they're just beating him and beating him and beating him. And then fucking the main guy who was talking the shit, Sonny grabs him by the hair. The guy's all bleeding. He grabs him. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my face. I'm the one who did this to you. Remember me. Boom. Grabs a bat. Bam. Hits him in the head again. And they're like, Sonny, come on. They walk off in slow-mo like a scene from Reservoir Dogs. Suited up. One of the best scenes in movie history, bro. One of the most gangster scenes in straight-up movie history. Oh, my God.
Remember my face. That's powerful.
I did this to you.
I did this to you. I'm not even... you can live and remember that I did this to you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell everybody. Tell everyone. I did it.
Wow.
Come back.
Wow.
Now you just can't leave. The calmness, too. Also, all these niggas are huge bikers. And they just... Because you get the face of like...
I think we fucked up.
What?
Something feels like we fucked up.
What do you mean we can't leave?
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck? It's just you.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
So, cut to later that night, right? Sees friends, he has another friend selling guns to his other friends, and he's just sitting there watching. And they're all like, and the one kid's like, I'm going to fucking shoot someone. The crazy kid, I'm going to fucking shoot somebody tonight. Oh, I'm going to fucking kill somebody. Right then, Sonny walks, hey. And he grabs the kid who's selling guns. Oh, you fucking stupid. You selling guns? Oh, you selling guns in my neighborhood? You trying to get us all pinched? And he fucking hits the kid. Get the fuck out of here. He takes his guns. And he's like, hey. He lines up all the kids. Get here, all of you. And he fucking slaps all of them. Pop, 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 pop. Get out of here. C, you, come here. Get over here. C comes over with his head down. Sonny gives him so much shit. So much shit. Like, he's like, you want a gun, huh? You think you're a tough guy? You're not a fucking tough guy, kid. You don't. And he's like, Sonny, but you don't understand. He's like, I got scared. The big fight happened. I thought I needed something. He's like, hey, he's like, and my friends, they said I needed a gun. He's like, those kids are going to get you into trouble. Let me tell you something, C. Those kids, they're only going to get you into trouble. Your friends are jerk-offs. He's like, oh, but Sonny, they're jerk-offs. Jerk-offs. You understand me? He's like, yeah. He's like, you stay in school. You don't do what I do. All right? This life, it's my life. It's not yours. This is not for you, C. Okay? Okay, I'm sorry, Sonny. It's all right. Come here. You want to go to the fights with me tomorrow? I might for you to take it to the fight, front row. You don't want to go with Sonny? No, I'd like to go with you. It's just I told my father I'd already go with him. All right, well, go with your dad. But come by, say hello. Okay. Cut to, they go to the fights, right? And so it's his dad and seeing his dad, and they're all the way up, nosebleeds. Right. I mean, top, And his son's kind of bragging. He's like, oh, man, Dad, you got the nosebleeds, huh? And he's like, oh, come on, what, you gonna mess with the old man? It's the best I can do. I wanted to get us tickets to the fight. And he's like, oh, come on, Dad, I'm just messing with you. He's like, all right. So right then, he looks down, he sees Sonny, the fighter, is paying respects to Sonny, coming and shaking Sonny's hand.
Crazy.
I mean, of course, though.
Crazy.
Power.
Yeah.
And then he looks up, and then Sonny, they sees him, and they wave, right? And he waves back down. And a little bit later, one of his goons comes up, and he goes, hey, Lorenzo, see, Sonny would like to see if you guys want to come down and sit with him. He has 2 seats just for you guys. And then the dad's like, oh, tell Sonny thank you, no disrespect, but we're good here. We like our seats here. And the guy's like, what the fuck, you kidding me? And he's like, these seats are terrible. We got 2 down row seats. Hey. And then he looks at C.
Yeah.
What?
I was going to say, Lorenzo, take something.
No.
Stay
out of it. Stay out of it.
Yeah.
Once you take something, bro, you owe something.
Yeah.
That's what you don't think of. When you take one thing,
you owe.
You owe. Stay out. He goes, come on. And he looks at C. He's like, C, you don't want to come sit down with us? And then C's like, we're good here. He's like, okay, well, if any time during the fight, come on down. The seats are yours. The guy leaves. And then he looks at his dad. He's like, come on, Dad. He had seats for both of us. And the dad's like, I like my seat. I paid for my seat. I paid for this seat, huh? You want to go down there with them? Huh? Go down there with them. Huh? You think it's better than down there with them? And the son's quiet. And then Robert De Niro's like, I bring you here to these fights, and the first thing you want to do is go be with them? Well, go be with them, huh? How do you think that makes your old man feel? And then the kid's like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. Acting, I told you, bro. It's phenomenal, man. It's just straight up character shit. You're like, damn. This dad is just like trying his fucking best, bro.
Yeah, but that life is too alluring.
It's just too alluring. That's exactly.
It's too alluring.
But this kid's trying. It ain't like this kid's also like, what is a good man? I don't know.
Yeah,
So, sees back at school the next day. He sees the black girl at his school. He's like, oh, I couldn't believe it. There she was, the girl from the bus. I wanted to talk to her so bad, but my friends with me, her friends with her. And they're just staring at each other. I only have eyes for you. Finally, his friends leave, right? And they like, hey, come with us. We're going to do something. He's like, I got to stay. I got a test. I got to do or whatever, right? And they're like, oh, come on. He's like, I got to stay. So his friends leave, and he waits, and he sees her friends leave her, and she's just outside waiting. And he's like, I had to say something to her, but I didn't know her name. So he walks up, and he goes, hey, so you go to this school? And she goes, yeah, I'm Jane. He's like, whoa, that's your name? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I just moved here, She's like, but I saw you on the bus. He's like, yeah, I saw you too. She's like, what's your name? And he's like, I'm Kaludja, though. She's like, what kind of name is that? He's like, it's Sicilian. That's where my family's from. She's like, well, I like Italians. And he's like smiles, right? And he goes, are you waiting for someone? And she's like, yeah. He's like, oh, I better go. I'm sorry. She's like, no, wait. It's just my brother. He's like, oh. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, we walk home sometimes. He's like, oh, I can walk you home. And she's like, okay. So they start walking.
God damn.
God damn, EA.
Okay.
What, buddy? What, you racist?
So, you take Robert De Niro's character, right? And you show up. You tell him, like, hey, I'll give you 2 options right now. Your son either sits down there with everyone, or he walks this black girl home. What do you think his dad chooses?
Oh, I sit down there with everyone. It's safer.
Yeah.
It's safer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As far as safety goes, as a dad, I'm like, look, man, I ain't saying you can't be with this girl, but you got to just be smart, dog. You got to be smart. As a dad, it's like, bro, you got to be smart.
Yeah. Man.
Love is a powerful drug. The most powerful.
Wow.
So he goes, so they're walking home, right? And she's fixing his hat. She's like, oh, your hat should wear your hat like this. And then she's looking at him. She goes, wow, you have beautiful eyes. And he's like, so do you. And then she's like, thanks. You want to go to the movies with me? And he's like, you want to go with me? And she's like, I told you I like Italians. And he's like, the girl's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, yeah. And she's like, okay, tomorrow, 6 o'clock? He's like, yeah. And so he's holding her books, and they're like, keep walking, and they keep flirting and talking, right? This is at the beginning of the walk he got the date. Right. So it's actually like, you're killing it if you're in his head. I'm like, well. I got the date already?
Yeah.
We got the whole walk left.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
So they get to a certain point. Now they get to like the black neighborhood, right? People are looking at him crazy. And then he gets to a certain point, and he stops. And he's like, I'm sorry I can't walk you the rest of the way. And she's like, it's okay, I understand. And he's like, see you tomorrow? She's like, yep, see you tomorrow. And then she leaves, right? And he's looking at her. And she gets like far away. And then right then, you see a black kid grab a bottle and fucking, whoo, and he starts walking away all happy. And then, right at his feet. He's like, whoa. And like, what the fuck you doing here, white boy? Get out of here. And he just takes off running, right? He just takes off sprinting. I mean, because like, yeah.
Yeah, duh. Yeah.
So C goes back with his friends, right? And he's hanging with his crew. And some black kids roll by on their bikes. And the fucking crazy kid's like, man, what the fuck? These fuckers can't stay out of my fucking neighborhood, huh? And then C's like, oh, come on, dude, they ain't bothering nobody. And the other friend's like, man, what's up with these niggas, huh? And then right then the fucking crazy friend gets up and bam, blasts one of them off the bike. And then the other couple friends, they just jump in and they like knock 2 other ones off the bike. And now they're jumping the shit out of these 3 black kids. And I mean, they're beating the fuck with bats, beating the fuck out of them, like brutal, bro. It's just like the fight scene. It's like, oh my God.
Oof.
And they're like, C, get over here. Come here, C. And like he's fucking holding, he's beating in one. And then C's like, and he fucking runs over. And he's like, grab him. And C grabs him. He's like, hold him. C. And then C's just like, look, man, stay down. And the guy's like, let me go. He's like, look, bro, just stay down. I don't want to hurt you. Please, just stay down. And the guy's like, fucking come on, let me go. He's like, please, just stay down. And they're beating the fuck out of the other ones, dog. Beating the fuck out. And then finally you hear like police sirens come, right? And they're like, come on. And then C gets up and he takes off running. And they're like, come on. And the one kid grabs a trash can. He goes to fucking hit the kid on the ground. And C's like, come on. He's like, I want to kill him. I want to kill these niggas. It's vivid, bro. It's just real. Like, damn, bro. This is what it was like.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a walk in the park, this scene.
Also doesn't sound like an Avengers scene. It doesn't sound, if you didn't hear that and go, that would never happen.
Yeah.
At no point where you're like, so these white dudes just beat him up for no reason.
Yeah, what? That's just as incredible as Black Panther walking through the dimension.
That was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was incredible.
God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and really, 2 very different experiences for black people.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that and this.
God, yes. So that night, he's telling Sonny about what happened with the black kids, right?
Yeah.
And Sonny's like getting on him. Like, dude, you got to think for yourself. You can't be running around with these fucking idiot friends. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, you're going to get caught up in some shit you don't want to be in. He just keeps telling him, you're going to get caught up in some shit. You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
You got to just know who you're
it's
with.
All about the company you keep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then C tells him about the black girl that he likes.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah. He's like, well, what are you going to do about it? He's like, oh, I can't go out with her. He's like, all my friends, they're going to give me shit with the whoop, and they're going to tell me I'm a sellout. And he goes, fuck them. He's like, what? And Sonny's like, fuck your friends. He's like, just so you know, see, all your friends, they'll be dead. They'll either be dead or in jail in 2 years. Sonny's like, C's like, what? Right? And by the way, this whole conversation, this scene is so powerful. This whole conversation, they're driving in a car, in Sonny's car. He's driving through his neighborhood in reverse. Like this. So the whole scene is shot this way. So like you see Sonny looking at you like this, like he's like backing up, right? And C's talking to him this way. So it looks like they're driving coming at you, but he's really going reverse the whole time.
Crazy.
It's the dopest power move of like, damn, that's subtle,
Damn,
bro.
he just does it. I mean,
nobody says shit. Everybody backs out of his way. People get out of his way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Damn.
It's real. It has nothing to do with the scene. You just are like, bro, this nigga's driving backwards. Right?
Just showing his power.
Yeah.
You gotta let people know.
And then he starts telling them about love, right? And he's like, love, it's like fighters. You get three great ones in a lifetime, right? And he says, like, for my life, it was like Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, and like somebody else, right? And he goes, and just like that, I had my first 3 loves when I was 16. Haven't had love since. He's like, that's how it works, right? And then he goes, well, dang, Sonny. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for it tomorrow. He's like, really, kid? Well, I'll tell you what. You can borrow my car. Really, Sonny? Don't let anybody have your car. Yeah, I know I don't let anybody have my car, but I'm letting you have my car. And he's like, whoa, thanks, Sonny. Right? He's like, now when I give you my car, you got to do one thing. He's like, what's that? You got to give her the test.
This is the scene that we did.
I can't believe you didn't know this the whole time.
Wow.
I was waiting for you to realize that we did a scene from this fucking movie.
Wow. We gotta post this. We'll post the sketch.
We did a sketch.
About
about this scene that I'm about to tell you guys.
Yes.
You gotta give her the door test, kid. What's the door test? Look. You pull up.
Mm-hmm.
You lock both doors of the car.
Right.
You go out, you say hello. You walk her to the car. You open her door. You let her in. You close her door. You go to the back of the car. You look through the window. If she doesn't reach over and unlock your door, you dump that bingo bango bitch. Dump? Ehsan, what's your line?
Dump her.
Yeah, say it like how you say it.
Dump her. How do I say the thing?
Jesus, you have no memory, do you?
No, I don't. I have a terrible memory. We've gone over this.
Oh my I don't know. I like just listening our fans going like, oh, it sounds retarded.
Yeah, we've done 110 episodes of this. How do you not know I don't have a fucking memory? At this point, that's your fault.
No, you have a problem, dude. You have a real problem. Dump her?
Dump her.
Right then and there?
Right then and there?
You don't remember saying that?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a bad memory.
It's weird that you have a bad memory about stuff you do.
Yeah.
It's not like this is like a fact or something you saw.
No.
This is something you did.
Personal things I do, I have a bad memory about. Facts and shit I got for whatever reason.
Said a lot about himself right there, didn't he, guys?
Yeah. That's who I am.
Oh.
Take it or leave it.
You definitely don't take it. No one take it. It's horrible, clearly. So he goes, right then and there?
No.
Right then. Yeah, it is. No. Yeah, you have a problem. Right then and there.
Yeah.
Admit it or not, you have a problem.
I mean, sure, I don't think it's horrible. I'm having a good time.
I don't know what that means, but you got to definitely remember stuff, man, especially stuff about you. It definitely comes back into play later in your life. Don't know how else to, it's important. So he goes, really, dump her right then and there? Right then and there. If she doesn't fucking reach over there and open your door, she isn't worth it, kid. He's like, what? Dump her. So at home that night, he asks his dad. He's like, Dad, what do you think about dating a black girl? Like, would you care? And he goes, you know me, son. I get along with everybody on the bus. But I think people, when it comes to marriage and things like that, you should stick with your own. He's like, wow, okay, Dad. He's like, what? Well, I'm just telling you, son, you got to be careful. You got to listen to the big head, not the little head. He's like, okay. So the next day, he takes Sonny's car. He gets to the pickup spot for the date. And the black girl shows up. Right? He's all excited. And then she storms over. Like, she's like... He's like, what the fuck, right? And she gets right on him, and he's like, are you okay? She's like, no, my brother got beat up yesterday in your neighborhood. And he's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
This is a lot.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And so he goes, what? And she goes, were you there? He goes, no. And he goes, you weren't there. And he goes, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. She goes, okay, Willie. And then the brother gets out the car, and the brother comes over, and he's all beat up. And then he sees him, and he's like, fuck. And he walks over, and the brother's like, yeah, that's him. And then he's like, you did this to me, man. And he's like, look, bro, you know I didn't touch you. And she's like, I thought you said you weren't there. He's like, look, I'm sorry, Jane. I was there. But I tried to help you, man. I did, remember? And the guy's like, man, fuck you. Look what you did to my face. He's like, bro, I tried to help you. Don't say that. Don't lie. He's like, bro, you fucking jumped me. You jumped my friend. He's like, bro, I fucking tried to help you. You know I tried to help you. You fucking liar. And then the guy's like, fuck you, man. And then C's like, well, fuck you, you fucking nigger. And then he's like, and then Jane's like, and then the brother's like, I told you, Jane, all these white boys is the same. Let's go. And they leave. And he's like, oh, fuck. He's just so disappointed in himself.
Yeah, well, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
It's hard to go on a date after that one, huh?
Yeah.
That's usually a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you tell a girl's brother, you fucking nigger.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
No, that's not after you got jumped.
No. No.
So De Niro.
That should if that doesn't convince him to stop hanging out with his friends, nothing will. If the fact that Sonny says his dad says not to, and he still hangs out with them. Sonny says not to, he still hangs out with them. The girl that he is falling in love with, the only girl we've seen him fall in love with, his friends ruined that relationship. If all those three things doesn't stop you from hanging out with your friends, you are destined to hang out with them. And whatever consequences you have to get.
These are three different universal personalities
that
have nothing to do with each other. That are telling you to stop hanging out with this one thing.
And you refuse to do it. It's like, then
that's the Shakespearean thing of this movie.
Yeah,
wow,
no,
that really is.
Yeah, and then they're Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
but
the mob life is a part of it.
Yeah,
it's like that's the Romeo. That's also the Juliet.
Yeah.
Like you can't stay away from this.
Yeah, you can't. You're caught in. You're caught in it. And all because of your dumb fucking friends. All because of your dumb friends who you shouldn't be hanging out with. Clearly,
you're way smarter than them.
You're way smarter than them. Everyone who you respect and everyone who respects you doesn't like them.
So, De Niro, he's looking out the window. He sees his son driving Sonny's car past the window, and he's like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? So Sonny, he drives it back, and he gives the keys to Sonny. He's like, "I gotta go," and then Sonny's like, "Whoa, what are you doing back so fast, kid? I thought you had a date." He's like, "Oh, it didn't happen. Look, I gotta go." He's like, "Well, talk to me. What happened?" He's like, "Look, I don't want to talk about it, Sonny. Everything went wrong. All right, I don't want to talk. I gotta go." So he gives him the keys, and he's like, "See," and C just walks off. He's like, "See, come on," and Sonny's like, what? He's confused, right? He's like, "All right, boys, let's get in the car. Let's go get something to eat." So him and his boys get in the car. C goes home. He goes upstairs. His dad is like, "Why were you driving his car?" And he goes, "Dad, please, not tonight. I'm not in the mood tonight, Dad." He's like, "Son, you're not special. Let me tell you something. You're not special. He goes, "You're not special. Sonny will hurt you. He will hurt you. If you do something wrong, if you keep mess up that guy, like anything, he'll hurt you, okay? You got to get away from him." And he goes, "No, Dad, he trusts me." He goes, "He trusts no one, son. I'm telling you, that man will hurt you. If it's between you or him, it's going to be him." And he's like, like, "Whatever, Dad." You know what I mean? And then he goes, "Son, why won't you listen to me? You don't want to be like him. You want to be a good, honest man, a man who works for a living, a man who takes care of his family with an honest living." And he's like, "What I always tell you, son, saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You know my parents, they came over this city they came over this country with nothing, absolutely nothing." And then C goes, "And they died with nothing too." And then he fucking grabs him. Damn. "Don't you ever disrespect your grandparents like that. Damn. Don't you ever fucking disrespect." I mean, I get De Niro on this. Don't you?
Damn.
You know what the fuck they had to do?
I can't believe he said that shit. He said that shit to his dad.
About his parents. Like, yo, that's close. It ain't no great-great-grandparents. And it's like, no, bro, this is personal, dog. My dad and mom, I saw what they had to do to come over here just so I could be a bus driver. Shut the fuck up.
Crazy.
So he grabs him. He's yelling at him. He's like, "What?" Right? And then he goes, "Don't you ever disrespect them." And then he goes, "Let me tell you something, Dad. They're poor." He gets off. "They died poor. You're poor. We're poor. The working man is a sucker. You know it. You know he's a sucker." And he leaves. And the dad, Neil's like, right? So you see Sonny. He's walking out, and he goes to where his crew hangs out. And their spot has been egged. Bunch of eggs. And all of his friends, they're in the car. They're like, "See, we're about to come get you. Come here, get in the car." And he's like, "Where y'all going?" It's like, "Those fucking niggas, look what they did to our spot. Get in the car, see." Right then, Sonny pulls up. And then his friends are like, "Oh, get out of it. And they all fucking leave, right?
Right.
Sonny walks, beelines to him, just like the girl. Beeline. He's like, "Sonny, what's going on?" Wham! He slaps the shit out of C. She's like, Sonny! And he picks him up. After you picked up my car, where did you go? What do you mean I can't drop the car off to you? Don't fucking lie to me. Where did you go? I don't know what you're talking about. When you gave me the car back, the car didn't start. We opened up the hood. Something was on the engine. A bomb. It didn't go off. Who the fuck were you with? He's like, Sonny, I didn't do anything. And he tells you, like, where were you? And he's like, he tells him all, like, I went on a date with the girl. It didn't happen. And then you had to leave. And I just dropped the car off, Sonny. Please. Don't you fucking lie to me. I'm not lying to you. I swear to God. He's like crying and snot. I swear to God, Sonny. Please. Why would I hurt you? You've been a father to me. Please. And then Sonny's like, he says that part. You can tell he's like, fuck.
Yeah, well, this relationship has changed forever.
He lets him go, and then Storm obviously runs off.
Right.
And then Sonny's like, right then, De Niro runs up. Hey, what'd you just do to my son? Hey. And then right then, his goons, he goes, what the fuck are you talking to? And his goons grab him, and they throw him on the car. Boom, and they punch him in the stomach. Rob De Niro falls. And they go, don't you ever fucking come up and try me like that again. You do that again, I'll stick you in the ground. You hear me? Just drive the fucking bus. Sonny walks off. De Niro's like,
who's trying to kill Sonny? This is a whole nother. This is like an hour and a half in, maybe a little less than an hour and a half in. Where this is a whole fucking.
And you don't know where this is going.
Yeah, no idea.
Good movie. So his dad comes up, right? I mean, so he right then the friends pull up on C because he's like crying now. He's walked off. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, C, and his friends are calling him over. Like, get in the car. He looks at him. Mm-hmm. He's like, all right. And then he gets in the car. And then right then, another friend, as they go driving off, friend's like, whoa, slow down. You know this car's hot. He's like, I'm driving. I got this. And then C goes, man, what's that smell? And they go, we're going to teach those niggas a fucking lesson tonight, C. And then they open up like a crate, and it has a bunch of whiskey bottles with like the
oh my God,
cocktail bombs.
Oh my God.
They have like 10 of them.
You fucking idiot. You were being warned constantly. This is on you.
You know what the scene is? Yeah. It's the boys. Remember Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
Where he gets in the car before, he goes, "Doe, let me out." But it's that scene.
Right.
It's literally that.
Right.
Because you see his face, he sees that, and like, we got to get these niggas. And his fucking face goes still. And then it goes back into the voiceover. And he goes, they were all smiling. Me too, I was smiling. And it shows them all, and they're all like smiling. You see him, he goes, but on the inside, I was dying. What could I say? Let me out? I don't want to do this. I'd be a chicken. They'd say I have no heart.
God damn, why do you care what these fucking people think of you?
They never let me live it down. The whole time I was in that car, I just heard my father's voice in my head. Don't blow it, son. Don't waste your talent, son. Nothing worse in life than wasted talent, son. I hear Sonny's voice. Don't lose it, C. Pay attention to your surroundings, C. Watch who you're with, C. Over and over. They stop at a light. You see him like, right then. Do. They look over. Sonny's banging on the window. Sonny? The kids roll down the window. They go, yo, Sonny, what's going on? C out of the car. Hey, Sonny, he's with us. Boom! Sonny fucking smashes the kid's head on the dashboard. Oh, fuck, Sonny! C out of the car. C gets out the car all scared. And then he looks at the kid. He says, I tell you again, fucking leave this kid alone. You mess with him again, you're fucking dealing with me. Slams the door. They drive off, right?
The emotional roller coaster these past 5 minutes have been is pretty nuts.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what the fuck?
Everything's like moving so fast all of a sudden. So
now Sonny and C are in the car. It's quiet. C goes, I can't believe you don't trust me after all this time. And then Sonny goes, listen, C. And he goes, no, I'm not listening. Did you ever think about what if the bomb was in there when I got the car? What if I got killed? What if Jane got killed today? You never even thought about that. And then Sonny's like, and then he looks at him and goes, you don't trust anyone, do you? And then Sonny's like, no, I don't. And C's like, that's a horrible way to live. For me, C, it's the only way. C's like, because it's like, look, man, I know I'm not saying I'm right, but you don't understand.
Right.
You just don't understand, dog. To be in this position, I can't trust. What the fuck? What you mean trust? I can go day by day.
Yeah, you're on the top. When you're on the top, you're alone.
Period.
How that works.
Period. Especially in that world, in the mafia. Because you're on the low, like, you're on the top of the comedy world or the fucking sports world. Yeah. You're kind of alone for some reason, you know? Yeah. But you on the top of the mafia? Yeah, nigga, you alone. Everybody's gonna kill you.
Everyone wants your spot.
Everyone wants your spot. Everybody.
Everyone wants their spot. Even your number 2, who you're like, if you could be breaking off your number 2, nice. He wants your spot.
They make breaking him off like you, and he's your brother. He ain't number 1.
Spot. He wants your spot.
Or you gotta hope that he's one of the actual loyal number 2s that because they're out there too. Yeah, actual loyal number 2s.
The 2s are like,
but guess what? The number 3 gonna kill both of y'all. Yeah. So it don't matter. That's what the problem is. Your number 3 could be loyal. Well, number 4 and 5 gonna get you. You ain't all of them. It just is what it is.
Yeah, people want what you want, and people think they can do better than you. So,
always.
Yeah.
So, he's telling them that it's the only way, and then C goes, "Not for me. Not for me. I'm not gonna live like that. I'm done." And so they get back to the bar, and then they get out the car, and he goes, "Come on, come talk to me." And then he goes, "No, Sonny, I'm not going in the bar. I'm done. It's over. I'm out." And he goes, "Son, C." And then right then, one of the other the whale guy goes, "Hey, yo, C, there was a black girl, Muliana. She was here looking for you just a second ago." He goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, she just went that way. You can run, probably catch her." He takes off running for her. He's like, "C." Sonny's like, and he just goes in the bar.
Well, yeah. Well, in that case, you definitely lost. The girl came back looking for you. You lost.
Yeah, it's like
at that moment, you lost.
He was done with you tonight, regardless.
Yeah.
And now it's like, the girl. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The girl was here?
Yeah.
Here? Oh, hell yeah. So he runs again. He's like, Jane. And she's like, "See, I was looking for you. Collagen, my brother told me the truth. He said you did try to help. He was so mad at you when he saw you that, he was just mad." And he's like, I understand. And he goes, "Look, I'm sorry about everything that happened. She goes, I like you, and I want to be your guy." And she goes, "Okay, I want to be your girl too." He goes, "Let's hold hands." And then everybody's staring at him. And he's like, "I don't care. Let him stare." And then they hold hands. They start walking, right? And she's like, "I miss you." And he's like, "I missed you." And then he goes, "Man, I think you're beautiful." And she's like, "Stop." And he goes, "Can I have a kiss?" And she's like, "Sure." And then they kiss. And then they stop. And he goes, "You know how to make sauce?" And she's like, "Oh my God." And then they start making out harder, right? So right then she goes, they kiss, they keep walking, and then she goes, "I'm so sorry about today. My brother." And he goes, "Your brother?" And she goes, "What?" He goes, "Give me the keys. We gotta go. We gotta go right now."
Fuck.
You forgot, didn't you?
Fuck.
You forget, bro. Pussy make you forget a lot of shit, won't it?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, nigga, this whole day's gonna be ruined regardless if we don't stop."
Yeah,
I'm definitely not gonna
get being murdered.
Yeah, I think you'll be done with me for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Kind of really forgave him real quick too.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, oh man, after that forgiving thing, I don't think you're gonna deal with the whole dead brother situation.
Yeah, that's not gonna be good for you.
And she's like, "What?" He's like, "We gotta go. I'll tell you later. We gotta go." And she goes, "Okay." He's like, "Give me the keys to the car. I know where we're going." So he takes the keys. And then he opens her door, and she gets in, and he runs around the back, and he stops. And he looks through the window, and then in slow motion, "I only have eyes for you."
That's funny.
She unlocks the door.
That's funny.
He throws the keys in the air. Yeah! He catches him, and he gets in the car, and she's like, "What was that?" He's like, "I knew you were one of the great ones." She's like, "What?" He's like, "It's an Italian thing." Speeds off.
Ooh.
Awesome. Come on.
Ooh.
Come on. That's not fire, dog.
Well written.
So she passed the test.
Mm-hmm. She did pass the test.
So in a critical moment, by the way, which I wouldn't blame her for not thinking of unlocking your door right now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he stopped. If I'm being all the way honest, it's kind of weird. He was like, "Wait, well, let me take a look here.
Let me see if she'd have won."
Yeah.
So you see the black guys hanging outside their store,
right?
Out, and you see his friends driving by, and they're looking at him, and then right then they hop out, drive-by shooting. They're shooting at all the black guys. Black guys running the store, obviously.
Right.
They're out the car, they're shooting, and they fucking smash the windows with like trash cans, and then they fucking throw the little Mazel Tov things in there.
Okay.
So store goes up in flames.
Crazy.
Store goes up in flames, right?
Crazy. So they didn't get there in time.
So all the gang, the Italian dudes, they get back in the car. They're like, "Go, go, go!" One of the Mazel Tov bombs didn't explode. Mm-hmm. One of the black guys sees it, he grabs it in slow motion, runs outside. Tom Brady. You see the Italian guy's like, "Yeah, we fucking got him." Right then, in the window. Ah! Ah! Everything's on fire. Ah! Ah! The 4 Mazel Tovs on the ground light up. Ah! Ah! They're trying to... Ah! C pulls up. It's too late. Him and Jane run over. "What happened? What happened?" And then, like, they're all looking at, all the black people looking at the C, and they're like, "Some punk white motherfuckers got killed, that's what." Yeah. And everybody's like in his face, and he's like, "Whoa." And then Jane sees her brother. She's like, Willie, what happened?" And he smiles, and he's looking at the dead bodies. He's like, "They got theirs." And you see all of them burned to a crisp. And I mean, it's graphic, bro. It's just burnt up. And C's just staring at him. And all the black kids are yelling at him, get out of our neighborhood. Fuck you, motherfucker, get out. Voiceover. Sometimes when I think back on that, I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Happy to be alive or sad my friends were dead. But I knew one thing. I was grateful. Grateful for Sonny. Right then he goes, Jane, I gotta go. She's like, what? And he goes, Willie, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for this. And then they go, what's going on? He goes, I was in that car. And they go, damn. He goes, I gotta go. And then Willie's like, it's all right, just go, man. And then Jane starts crying. He goes, look, I gotta go. And she's like, go, just go. And he runs off. And they're like, all like, fuck you, white boy. People are pushing him as he's running. He takes off, right? So he's running to the bar, and he just keeps mouthing over and again, he saved my life. He saved my life. He's running. Just running, right? Gets all the way to the bar. There's a huge party. So many people outside the bar. Huge party. He fucking gets his way in. Where's Sonny? The fucking mushes. Somebody's like, he's in the front. He's back in the front. So he walks over, and he sees him across the bar.
Oh, God. Sonny's about to get fucking
Hey,
murdered.
Sonny, see, come here. Let him through. People are trying to let him through. He's like, it's so packed. Come here, Sonny. See. Everything goes in slow motion. All I could see was smiling faces. Everybody smiling. But out of all those smiling faces, there was one face. And I couldn't stop staring at it. And I didn't know why. And then I realized he wasn't smiling. So you see, Sonny, get over here. It was like no one else could see him. And you see, he keeps looking at him. C keeps looking at him. And a guy's walking up just blank face.
Oh, God. Okay.
Slow motion.
Okay.
No! Blows Sonny's motherfucking head off, nigga. No! Pandemonium. Everybody grabs the gun. They're fucking beating on the guy, you know what I mean? No! Fades to black. That guy who killed Sonny that night was the son of the man he killed in front of me 8 years ago.
Well, goes around, comes around.
How poetic is that?
Yeah. Goes around, comes around.
Some mafia bosses came to the funeral. There were flowers everywhere. You see the funeral's packed. All just mob bosses.
Right.
All mob bosses. For some reason, gangsters think whoever sends the biggest arrangement cares the most. So there's flowers everywhere. Mm-hmm. C's watching everybody at the funeral. And he goes, wow. It was just like Sonny said. And you see everybody laughing, having a good time, fucking just not paying attention, not caring, talking business, shaking hands, you know what I mean?
Right. And
it cuts back to when Sonny was telling them how nobody cares. Let me tell you something. Nobody cares about anything in this city, or in this life. No one cares.
Yeah, they're not
He's
wrong.
like, that's all I could think. Nobody cares, right? And he's looking at him. He's like, no one was even sad. And he's crying. He's heartbroken.
Yeah.
So he's sitting alone at the funeral finally. There's no one else there. It's fine. It's just him, the casket. The guy comes up. Hey, I'm sorry, C, but we got to close up. I know, Jerry, but can I have a few more minutes, please? Okay, C. I'll be in my office when you're done. Thank you. He walks up to the casket. Hey, Sonny, my girl passed the test. He's crying. I wanted to tell you. Also wanted to thank you for saving my life. They all died. You were right. All my friends, they're all dead. Right then, Joe Pesci walks in.
Okay.
He pays respects.
That makes sense. This is a De Niro movie. That makes sense.
All right. I love that he's in it just for a second, though, bro.
Makes sense.
Subtle.
Makes sense.
They're boys.
Yeah.
So he goes.
He came back for him for The Irishman.
Oh yeah. He does the thing, and then they're standing next to each other. Joe Pesci's just looking at the body, and then C goes, "You see this man right here? This man saved my life. This is a great man." Joe Pesci goes, "Yeah. You're Lorenzo's kid, right?" C. He goes, Yeah, Sonny told me about you. He goes, "Who are you? I'm sorry, I don't know who you are." He goes, "I'm Carmine." He goes, "Okay." He goes, "We go back a long way, me and Sonny. He saved my life once too, you know." He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "You don't remember me, do you?" C's like, "No." It was many years ago, in front of your house. He points, he has a scar on his head. And then he's like, "With the baseball bat?" He's like, "The parking space." "Yeah, it was you." Carmine's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I remember. I saw it all." Remember the parking?
Yeah.
I saw all that.
He shot.
Yeah, no. The guy, remember there was two cars,
yeah.
and one guy was beating another guy's car with a bat and smashed his window and like hit him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Sonny walked over.
Boom, boom,
boom, boom.
Okay.
All right. He's like, oh. And he goes, well, let me tell you something. Sonny told me about what you did for him that day. I'll never forget that. I had to go away for a little while, but I'll be in the neighborhood now. So you need anything, you come over to the bar. And he's like, look, thank you, Mr. Carmine, but I think I'm going to be staying away from the bar for a little while. He's like, it's okay, I understand. He's like, thank you. And then the Joe Pesci character goes to leave, and he goes, hey, Mr. Carmine, was that fight really over a parking space? Joe Pesci looks at him. No. And then he smiles. And he goes, don't forget, kid, you need anything, come see me. He leaves. What? Go ahead, buddy.
Well done.
I was just like, damn, what a callback.
Yeah, the callbacks in this have been pretty good. His assassin being it's crazy how everything is sort of related off this one thing that happened.
Crazy. So his dad comes in. De Niro comes in. And he's like, what are you doing here, Dad? He goes, I came to pay some respects to your friend, son. He's like, thanks. He goes, you okay? He goes, yeah. He starts crying. He goes, I'm sorry if I ever hurt you, Dad. He goes, it's okay. He hugs him. He kisses him. He looks at Sonny. He's like, Sonny, I wanted to thank you for saving my kid's life. You know I never hated you. You made him grow up so fast. I was mad at you. May God have mercy on your soul. And then he walks away. He goes, I'll be waiting for you outside. And Sonny's like, C's like, and he leans over to Sonny. He goes, Sonny, you hear that? My father didn't hate you. No one cares? You were wrong about that one. He kisses his forehead, right? Right?
Oh, Jesus.
And he goes, he looks at Sonny. He goes, waste of talent. See you later, Sonny. And he fucking leaves. And he's holding his dad. And they're walking into the street. And he goes, I learned something from these two men. You got to give love unconditionally. You got to accept people for who they are. And the saddest thing in life is what, Ehsan?
Wasted potential. Wasted talent.
Wasted talent.
Wasted talent.
He goes, but you can ask anyone from my neighborhood, and they'll be the first to tell you, this is just another Bronx Tale.
Jesus Christ. This is 100% moved like a play.
I told you, this is a play.
100% moved.
When I found out this was a play, I was like, no wonder I love this movie so much.
It makes sense.
It's just, God, man. I mean, I said it a million times throughout the whole podcast, but I'll say it again. The character development in this is fucking phenomenal.
I mean, this is heavy. This is heavy.
Beautiful movie, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we're doing today. This is a film. Ain't no action. Ain't no much action. Ain't no much fucking.
Not really.
Ain't no much drama. No, it's just morality.
Right. It's just these questions
about life.
Yeah. And
that's why I love
the
this.
Nature of things.
This is unlike most gangster movies you ever see.
Nature of love. It's not necessarily a gangster movie.
No, it's about race.
He's not a gangster.
He's not a gangster. His father is not a gangster. Now there is a real
gangster involved.
There's a real gangster involved.
He's around the gangster,
but the real gangster doesn't want him involved.
Yeah. It's not a gangster. It's just like a slice of life, coming of age story.
It's a coming of age.
Yeah.
That's why I love that he was like, man, tell somebody, no, it's just another fucking, another gangster died, another fucking neighbor, like 4 kids got blown up.
Yeah,
on some racist shit.
Very interesting. It'd be very interesting to see who that Chaz guy was playing. You know what I mean? Like
this is definitely based on something.
It's based on somebody.
This is based on a story that he knows.
Yeah.
He knows this story.
He was definitely playing a person he knew.
Or read about or something.
Clearly, not even having seen him act as Sonny. He's playing someone he
knows.
knows.
Yeah, because the acting is.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I mean, also it's De Niro and fucking Pesci, and this kid's great.
Crazy.
The kid's great, and
Is the kid record? This is the kid.
No, kid. This is the only thing he's ever done, and
really?
now he's in jail, prison.
Oh wow!
He's like a child. Like this, it went all bad for him after this.
Yeah.
It goes that way sometimes, probably.
Yeah.
Especially when
ironically, didn't hang out with the right crowd.
Didn't.
Yeah.
It's weird when you kill someone because he killed this.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, it was like. It went the other way for you. It was a bad thing that you killed this one because it kind of fucked up.
Put you in a situation that you
weren't ready. You weren't ready for fame, for whatever was going to come to you after this movie. Which I mean, I'm sure everything could have came to you.
Right. Right. There's definitely other movie offers on the table after this.
Oh, and you're also in the world of De Niro, Pesci,
Yeah.
and like Chaz. Like you're in this world. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like Oscar world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is 97% of Rotten Tomatoes. This is like this is like creme de la creme Hollywood shit. You're working with the people of Hollywood. Fucking De Niro his directorial debut.
And it's the only thing you've done.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But what'd you think, buddy?
I mean, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. The reveal of the interracial thing in the middle was like
Great, right?
that was like whoa. That was like callback to earlier in this episode. That was like Chang jumping out of the trunk in Hangover. It was like that level of like whoa.
What? Because also just the feeling of like this is what this movie's about. And
Yeah.
like, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a wild. Also, they set it up beautiful with all the nigger stuff and all that, and you're like, okay, but you're not thinking that this matters,
Right.
And it's like, oh no, that shit matters.
It
Everything in
matters
this
so
movie,
much.
every line in this movie matters,
Matter.
which I like. I liked it like a play. It was like, oh, this is
And
all the story development, all the character arc. Oh my
no wasted
God,
scenes.
the depth, no wasted scenes.
Yeah. Are we just to assume, or is it told that the bomb was also the guy? The bomb in the car. Was
You assume the
You
bomb
just
was the guy,
assume,
but it
okay.
could have been another gangster.
it could have been. There's so many things. There's so many just things.
Because I'm assuming it was the bomb was the guy, and when the bomb didn't work, he was like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kill this guy. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
he killed my dad.
Yeah.
'Cause also
I
you would
feel
be-
like my life is at a dead end.
He's at the age. He's a little bit older than C.
Yeah.
So he would have been. I mean, very close. I mean, you had like probably 10 to 11 years with your dad,
Yeah.
and you see him get murdered in your neighborhood, and also everybody saw who did it, and like,
They just let it go. They let it go.
but you can't be mad at the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Can't kill everybody.
No.
But you can kill him.
But then you also feel some kind of like, you have to feel that your life is also over to make that choice.
Oh yeah, you have nothing to live for. This is all you've been living for. You've
made this everything.
Yeah, you made this everything that you're gonna kill this motherfucker.
Life is hard.
Dude,
Life is Rainbow Road.
it really is. It's Rainbow Road. Life is Mario Kart.
Life is Mario Kart.
Life is hard, and that's a Bronx Tale.
That's a Bronx Tale.